Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neillsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time.
Pitching tonight for the Black Stockings is number 12, Carson Mitchell. Sorry. Hello everyone, we are back and rocking and rolling here with the LaMoure A's visiting the Casselton Black Stockings, the 15-year-old team here from Casselton. We're playing at Valley Process Technologies Field. We call it VPT Field here for short. The leadoff hitter is number 1, Maddox DeVries. He's playing center field. The pitcher this evening for the Black Stockings is number 12, Carson Mitchell. Hard-throwing righty from Casselton. We'll go through the lineups here in a little bit. We got an early start tonight, starting at roughly 4:45, and had a long break there, and we're really stayed on schedule today. Got ahead of schedule. We had some rain today, and we just figured better get the game going and make sure we get it through. And but we couldn't be more excited about these two teams. LaMoure is a perennial powerhouse, just a great baseball town. Casselton has a good program in itself, a really good team here with the Black Stockings. We're really excited about this matchup. Bringing in my color man, Cale Lewis, here. And Cale, what are you looking for in this game?
Carson Mitchell. He's coming in to start here. I think if he can get off to a good start, I think the Black Stockings will. I think they'll get set up for success here. And I think defensively, they are about as good as that they're going to get, with Colston at short and Keegan Broughton at third. And you got Connor at second. And then Wyatt Fott's playing first tonight. And I think, and then with Jack Meyer catching, I think you're as defensively set up right now as you're going to get because you don't have one of the big three pitching.
Yeah, here comes Oliver Lesko, the left fielder for LaMoure. Absolutely, I think they really are set up well. A lot of times in the first games, at least so far this year, Carson Mitchell hasn't played a lot of those games, so it does set you up really well. He's a good player. He played a ton for the junior varsity team this spring, and really had a nice spring on the mound, nice spring at third base, and a nice spring at batting. So just a really deep team with some good players. And we'll see here what they do at the pop-up.
That's a good job by Keegan Broughton there. And, again, we talk about priority, and Carson just backed off. And, that's what happens when when it works, it looks good. And that did.
Yeah, Keegan's a savvy baseball player. He really knows the ins and outs. He's a good X's and O's type player. Not surprised. I love the fact that Carson Mitchell got off the mound quick and was going after it. And once he heard Keegan call for it, he peeled off because he knew Keegan had priority. Fun to see. Easton Thilgis coming up, the catcher, big catcher for LaMoure. Thilgis, a good name with a lot of good players coming out of LaMoure and some different areas around there. And so we're excited to watch that kid today.
That last name might be one of the more popular names in Southeast North Dakota. Between LaMoure and some Enderlin Thilgis. Yeah. It's a lot of great athletes have come out of LaMoure, and I think he's no exception.
Absolutely. So to go through a little bit. You started with the lineups there, but Easton Klein is in left field. So we're going left to right from how you're watching. Center field is Jack Verkota, and then in right field we have Jake Myron. So strong outfield there for the Black Stockings. Sets up well. And then we'll go from left to right with the infield. Keegan Broughton, just, like Cale mentioned, there's really a top three batters that are just strong across the board. And Colton Mansky is another one. And then we go to our second baseman, Connor Lorenz. And first base, Wyatt Fott getting the start here. A lot of times Jack Sawicki starts at first base there. And Wyatt Fott has really played well, and fun to see him earn a starting spot tonight. Jack Meyer behind the plate, who's one of those big three as well. And then, of course, we've talked about big Carson Mitchell here. And speaking of big, Crosby Shockman comes to the plate, the first baseman. It looks like he could be applying for college right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, he does. It's not surprised that Shockman name is not a new name to the LaMoure.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good Shockmans down there. Again, feel like all their younger brothers and cousins and all that have come. Oh, nice play by Carson. Yeah, that's a great play.
Put a pin in that one. That may be the early leader for the Agassiz Precision Ag precision play of the game. Really nice top of the first inning for the Black Stockings. Cleanly played there, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. We'll see what that has to bring us. Keep watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
At Casselton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Casselton Parks and Recreation provides a wide range of programs, activities, and community events throughout the year. From parks, facilities, shelters, and outdoor spaces, they're perfect for gatherings, recreation, and enjoying a peaceful break in nature. Enjoy Cottonwood Golf Course for a fun and challenging round of golf for every skill level. To book a tee time or to find out more about Casselton Parks and Recreation, go online to CasseltonParks.com. That's CasseltonParks.com.
Welcome back. Once again, we've got the LaMoure A's Babe Ruth team here coming and visiting the Casselton Black Stockings. Super excited to watch these two teams play. The top of the first was a good one. Your battery for LaMoure, the pitcher is Russ Arndt, and behind the plate is Easton Thielgis. Two big, strong kids, looks like, and it'll be fun to watch those guys. Just like it was fun to watch Mitchell and Meyer work in that top half of the first. So, what do you see with most LaMoure type teams? What's pretty common to watch from them?
It's pretty fundamentally sound. Hit the ball well. Do a lot of good things on defense. If Casselton wins this game, they're going to have to earn it. They're not going to just – LaMoure's not a team that's just going to roll over here. It's going to be a hard-fought effort by both teams.
Yeah, Colton Mansky here leading off for the Black Stockings. We've just talked ad nauseum about him. He's a great player, all three phases. He hustles. He really forces the issue. He's just been a pleasure to watch so far this year.
Yeah, I talked to one of the guys. I don't know if it was Max or Sam or whoever it was, but I talked to him. I said, you know what? Colton is one of those guys where he is. He goes. The team goes as he goes. Between him, Jack, and Keegan, I think. But usually, a lot of times, your leadoff better sets the tone. Not only are they a table setter, but they are tone setter.
Yeah, you like to have someone in that leadoff spot that's just not afraid of anybody. Just kind of feels like, I don't care who's pitching, I'm gonna hammer that ball, and Colton seems to fit the bill there.
He certainly does.
So our umps this evening behind the plate is Braden Wolfgram of Thompson fame, and on the bases is Alex Everson, a Casselton and Central Cass alumni here.
Yeah, see, and there you go. He worked the pitch to a full count. Not even a bit phased by that either. He didn't press. He didn't press. That's exactly what you got to expect out of your leadoff guy. See as many pitches as you can, so your guys behind you can kind of identify what he's going to throw to the next set of batters.
Yeah, here comes the third baseman, Keegan Broughton. A lot of the great things we like to say about Colton Mansky, we could probably say about Keegan as well. Nobody there, throwing to second, nobody there, so that's gonna give Mansky a chance to get to third.
Yeah, and he bobbled it in center too, so
yeah,
little miscommunication on that there. That's a tough one.
Yeah, you definitely don't expect this because you got your back to the ball, and it's really hard to communicate that in time. But when he started bobbling it with how fast and what a head of steam that Colton had, it'd have been interesting if he rounded third there. But
yeah.
no sense taking that chance anyways because you got 0 outs, guy in third, and great hitters up.
Yeah, just like right there. That's a burner.
Yeah, that's crushed by Keegan Broughton. Got it to the gap. Mansky's going to score there. Looks like Broughton's going to make his way to third. This is going to be tough for him.
Well, we'll give him a double anyways.
Absolutely.
Double with put out at third, but and that's again, you don't love that. What I will say about that is that I love his effort to get to third. He scored a run, but again, that's what your top three guys are going to do for you.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah.
If that's something that you're going to have to look forward to, I tell you, it's going to be a long night for a lot of players here.
Yeah, I think when we were talking about what's something typical of a LaMoure-based team, you don't always at this level. You're not always used to if you stretch that play. You're not always used to the relay being good and the ball being right there. But when you're playing a team like LaMoure and Thompson and some of these really good teams.
That's what you expect.
They're going to make. Yeah, you do. You expect it. You expect that they're going to do it right more often than not. But that's what's fun. It's fun to get used to that because, one thing that can happen, especially at this level, is you can end up playing all year and you kind of get used to certain opponents, and then you get to state and it's like, oh boy, everybody
does this.
It's a ramp up. So that's what's so great about this tournament. They're getting a chance to play a bunch of teams that are like that, and really get used to the fact that you can't take plays off.
That's why I talking to Eli this morning about he goes, God, I wish we could. I feel like we should have won by a more bigger margin last night. And then I said, you know what the deal is though? I said, when you don't see a lot of teams where you just you blow out a lot of teams. But those are the games right there where you're going to get to the state tournament or the region state or region championship, and you know that you can win those games when they're close. Doesn't always have to be a blowout.
Yeah, I think so. Jack Meyer goes down on strikes there. Elijah Halverson comes up to the plate here with 2 down in the. No, it should be bottom of the first inning, right?
Yep.
Okay, and. And if you're well coached, which we think these teams are, you're going to pick up on some things from the other team, and really, if you're better coached than the other team, you're gonna get some advantages of that too. I think of it was really fun to see last night in the Railcat game that the coaches picked up on something early there that really ended up helping them late in the game, and that can happen with the season too. You pick up on something early in the season and take advantage of it later in the season. But Elijah Halverson goes down on strikes. Really imposing pitcher and Arndt on the mound here. Fun game here so far, 1-0. Black Stockings leading the LaMoure A's. Keep watching on yourliveevent.com for the second inning.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
All right, we are back. Heading to the top of the second inning here. And Jack Meyer throwing it down. Perfect warm-up throw down to second. Nice tag there by Connor as he worked through the end of the little infield warm-up. So here goes Russ Arndt, the pitcher, coming up, trying to help himself, leading off this top of the second inning. There's a foul ball. And our fall balls are sponsored by Xcel Energy. Tonight's game is brought to you by Xcel Energy, proudly powering communities like Casselton and all across North Dakota. Looks like Carson has a little jersey upkeep that he needs to do there.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Yeah, right away. It was kind of fun to see, from our vantage point. You can see how Keegan and Colton really were moving early there. Both had good jumps on that ball. Off the bat, I thought maybe that's getting through to the outfield, and Keegan really turned it into a pretty easy play. Here comes with Alan Lucina, the third baseman. Another big old kid.
I think you got to be a big kid to live in LaMoure. A lot of farmers, a lot of beefy guys that work really hard on their farms and whatnot, and just in general, hardworking community.
And ground ball to Mansky there, a little slower ground ball, and he bobbled a little bit, but I'm guessing he kind of wishes he would have charged that one a little more, and maybe surprised with how big Lucina is that he got down the first base line so quickly.
And he still almost threw him out. I mean, he bobbled that, and he was safe, pretty easily, but I think it was a lot closer than it should have been after he threw that. But I think you're right. I think Colston charges that, and I think it's a lot closer, or a lot more. He's probably out.
Here comes the shortstop, Thomas Waldy, for LaMoure. Guy in first here.
Oh, my God.
Well, nice way to hop off the mound there. Nice feed. Lorenz, there we go.
Yeah, that's a really good play.
Stick a pin in that one. That one may have taken over now for the lead and the precision play of the game. No double play there. You really see Mitchell hop off the mound. Mitchell threw a strike to Connor Lorenz, and then a really nice turn from Connor. That's a great play. I don't care what level that's at. It's a really good play for a Babe Ruth level game. And keep watching here on your live event for more great plays like that.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
All right, leading off the bottom of the second inning, we have
Jake Myron.
Jake Myron here. Sorry, I just had to update our outs there. And we are, like I say, we're in the bottom of the second inning. We can go through the lineup here real quick for first off for Black Stockings. Colton Mansky leading off at shortstop. Keegan Broughton at third base. Jack Meyer catching. Elijah Helverson is the designated hitter. Jake Myron is the right fielder. Easton Klein is in left. Connor Lorenz at second base. Carson Mitchell pitching. And Jack Verkota in center field. Playing first base this evening. And not batting in the lineup is Wyatt Fott. The reserves for the Black Stockings is number 3, Cade Johnson. Number 11, Dakota Manikowski. Number 14, Soren Pyle. Number 17, Elliot Anderson. And number 20, Jack Sawicki. There's the well-hit ball to second base. Looked like Myron was hustling the whole way.
He's a fast kid. He ran that out well.
He really is. And Rick Elba with a nice play there at second base to get him out. Throws it over to Shockman. And now batting is the left fielder, Easton Klein. Easton Klein's really hit well in this tournament so far. Had a nice night last night. And has to play the role of the leadoff hitter now with one out. Hit hard again to the second baseman, Elber, and I think what we found out is that he's a pretty good fielder over there.
Yeah, I think I don't expect anything less than any of that than from LaMoure. I'm pretty sure that this team is pretty solid defensively, and I just think that's the standard.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. There really is a standard of play that's expected if you're going to play for the LaMoure A's at any level up and down the program. And this team appears to be no different.
That's the one team when I played when I was in Legion that I absolutely hated playing because you knew you were going to get everything. The kitchen sink, they were just that good, always.
It's fun to watch them. It's fun to watch them compete. You know, they really just don't back down to anybody. They have a huge number of kids on their team. I wonder what the ages of all the kids are, how far down they go, because sometimes with LaMoure, they're really, really, really good, and they don't have huge numbers. So that's just a fact about them sometimes. Where I'm interested to see if the numbers are up this year, and it's always a good thing when a lot of kids are playing baseball in LaMoure. So now we go to the top of the third inning after a very clean half inning for the LaMoure A's. Keep watching here on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
All right, we are back. We are back, and it's the top of the third inning, and just a super well-played game here so far. To finish out the lineup for Black Stockings, the head coach is Max Kobervig, and the assistant coach is Eli Boer. To go through the lineup for the A's, LaMoure A's, the center fielder is Maddox DeVries, left fielder Oliver Lesko, catcher is Easton Thielgis, first baseman Crosby Schachman. Pitcher is Russ Arndt. Third baseman Alan Lucina. Shortstop Thomas Walby. Second baseman Brooke Elber. The right fielder is Zach Paul. And we'll go through the reserves here in a minute.
Good start there from Mitchell.
Yeah, he's pounding the zone. You know, he throws a heavy ball, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. I think he needs to just work the zone like he can. I think that's going to be a big part of this. If he throws strikes, I think Black Stockings will be in a pretty good shape here.
I think Elber helped us confirm it's a pretty heavy ball. That one went over his head, and he looked back at the dugout like that wouldn't have felt very good. So Elber comes up after making a couple nice plays in the last half inning. Solid second baseman, easy to see already for the A's.
Good pitch.
You know, I just have a feeling the way he swung at that one had a little bit to do with, excuse me, had a little bit to do with the ball that came inside on him.
Yeah, that's and he's using that outside part of the plate really well, and I think it's really tough when guys aren't, when they're not used to that, that pitch, and they're not going to hit that. That's a tough pitch to hit.
Yeah, now batting number 25, Zach Paul, the right fielder. So this is the ninth batter for LaMoure. So top of the order waiting here on deck. We're staying busy here trying to keep up with how many outs there are and all that kind of stuff because the pitching and defense has been so good so far.
Ooh.
That hurts.
Came inside a little too high there, a little too much there. Couldn't quite get out of the way. It looks like he's okay. Hit the helmet. That's what they're for. Looks to be running okay.
Yep. Definitely.
Now we're back to the top of the order with LaMoure.
Pretty sure we're not going to lose that guy. He's got those nice pink shoes on. I tell you right now, those are shoes I'd wear.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's, I'm guessing it's on your Amazon purchase list already.
That's on hold. They're on, just to make sure I don't get in trouble before I buy them.
Center fielder, this goes to the leadoff hitter, and center fielder Maddox DeVries for LaMoure. Guy in first, one out. We'll see how Carson attacks him. First pitch right down Broadway. Starting in the lead quick. Boy, so far both pitchers throwing a lot of strikes.
I think that's important, to start off, with a strike. It just start off ahead, makes it a lot easier to operate from the mound. Good stop there by Jack.
Looks like the wind's picked up a little bit. Looking out on the screen there, the flags, you'll see them blowing left to right towards the north. We'll see if that factors in a little bit. You can see DeVries' shirt blowing in the wind a little bit there. Yeah, that's a nice throw by Meyer. Good, just kind of sixth sense there. Seeing, it seemed like he kind of came up to get the ball, and in the corner of his eye saw that Paul had strayed a little bit off first base, so nice job keeping him honest.
Jack's a pretty instinctive catcher. I think that, like you said, you know, you can't always look at that guy. That's the catcher job. You got to keep your eyes in 4 different spots. You know what I mean? And the fact that he did that there and made a nice snap throw and just not in time in this case.
You know, second out on the strikeout there with Mitchell. And here comes the left fielder, Oliver Lesko, batting his second time this evening. Looked like a little bit of an interesting move, but looks like the base umpire said that his foot went behind the rubber there, so he was able to not throw that.
Good play by Wyatt there.
Nice job by Mr. Wyatt Fott there. And we will we will move here to the bottom of the third inning. Keep watching on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome to the 130th Annual Norman County Fair, June 24th through 27th, Ada, Minnesota. FFA Day. New this year, Jindo Bingo, the Big Air ATV show in the R&J Broadcasting Grandstand. Plus free music, basketball challenge, Check 6 Veterans Day, Youth Day, Senior Day, racing, the Mooncats, lumberjack shows, and so much more. For the full schedule, visit NormanCountyFair.com. Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 24th through 27th. It's where summer begins. The fun never ends.
Welcome back here as we move to the bottom of the third inning. We'll finish out the roster here for the LaMoure A's. So the reserves: number 12, Chase Elber; number 15, Aiden Jacobson; number 16, Riker Enger; number 14, Henry Riddle; number 17, Creighton Jacobson; number 20, Drevin Segelstrom; number 29, Jace Riddle; number 22, Greer Daffy; number 34, Madden Potts. And the pitcher steps to the plate here with Carson Mitchell.
That could be trouble. Looks like that right fielder made a good play.
Yep. Right fielder Zach Paul using those pink shoes to get over there in right center. Pretty smooth looking, and
rounding out the order,
gets the first out.
Stockings, it's number 11, Jack. Number 5, Jack Rakota.
So your coaches, the head coach is Heath Schaefer. Assistant coaches for LaMoure A's is Kyle Warkin and Greg Peterson. Speaking of LaMoure names, a lot of them there in the coaching staff. Rakota with a ground ball to second base. Ooh, second baseman pulled that one a little bit, and looks like Verkota's going to make his way to second base. Good hustle by Verkota. Hit the ball hard and really made the second baseman Elber go to his right, and just maybe threw him off a little bit with that throw back to first, and pulled it. That ball gets past Shockman at first, and very opportunistic. Verkota makes his way to second base, and now Black Stockings have something cooking here with one out. Top of the order up with Colton Mansky.
Yeah, I think if that second baseman would have just taken his time a little bit more and just thrown it easy, I think it could be a different story, but here we are.
Yeah, you know, and something we've talked about a lot this year and this weekend is Verkota really made him have to hustle it up a little bit, right?
Yeah,
you know, if he's logging and he's, doing what MLB players can do sometimes, and they're just like jogging and forcing the out, he really doesn't have to hustle. That time made him hustle and made him pull it, and kudos to Verkota.
Yeah. Nice stop there by Easton Dilges on that last play there. saved a runner from going down to third base, looks like.
Really close to a hit by pitch there. Mansky is one of these guys that's really close to the plate. You know, his toes are dang near on the other side of the inside white lines in that batter's box.
He is. I can't believe he doesn't get hit more than he does.
You got an interesting rule clarification on that. We are just talking last night about it, that basically if your foot is out of the batter box, any part of your foot is out of the batter's box, the umps to give a warning to, like, you know, let him know to get it back in. But it's not enough of an infraction for an out unless your foot is completely out of the batter's box. So it kind of puts an ump in an interesting situation, right?
Yeah.
Where you can warn a person all day long, and they should follow that. They should, right? But the only way that you can call them out is when it's completely out of the batter's box. So interesting rule clarification.
That is so many different things with baseball umping. It's so many just little things that I don't think people understand that umps have to know. And it's as much as I yip a little bit, I umped once too, so I get it.
Here comes Keegan Broughton, the talented third baseman for the Casselton Black Stockings. Have something brewing here with guys in first and second. A lot of speed on the base pass right now, and a guy that's in your argument as your best hitter up to the plate. I think if Coach Coppervig and Coach Boer had wanted to draw up a situation that they'd want, this is probably it.
Yeah, the one thing I really like about Keegan is that he can go to all fields when he hits the ball. He's not just a dead pull hitter. As we saw yesterday, him walk it off, he went to a right field, he pushed it to right. He is, you got to really play him straight. You can't play him to shift anywhere, one or the other.
Yeah, it's a really great point. Really great point. And hits breaking pitches just as well as he hits the fastballs. And really pretty savvy on knowing when you'd expect each. Fun to see the chess match between these two ball players. That's a nice looking pitch.
Yeah.
And a really good looking swing. Just kind of a pitcher's pitch.
Up next for the Black Stockings is number 2.
Tell you what, though, when you got a catcher that you can trust, there's a lot of times where you can just, catch a batter off guard on a 1-2 count, and you can maybe throw it in the dirt a little bit and make him chase. I think that's really kind of close of what he did there.
Yeah. Yeah, tough place where you have to protect. But just a really good pitch. Looked like it had a little bit of movement on it.
It certainly did, yeah.
So here comes Jack Meyer. Just a fun player, a joy to be around. Kid that spends a ton of time at the field when he doesn't have to be there. And, really one of those guys where if everybody does what he did, we'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he can take advantage of a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here.
Nice
That's
hit.
a nice little hit there.
Nice hit. Really like what you were talking about with Broughton. Meyer did there, going with the pitch.
Good base running by Colston. Get to third on that, not hold on at second. Takes the force off of third, but now we got first and third situation now with Eli Halverson.
Number 9, Elijah Halverson.
Into run number 17, Elliot Anderson.
Now looking over some stats yesterday a little bit, Eli against Northern Cass was 3 for 4 with 2 or 3 RBI and a couple runs scored. So he is certainly capable of doing a little damage here now with guys on base.
Elijah Halverson here, as you mentioned, designated hitter. Guys in first and third now, 2 outs. Elliot Anderson looks to be pretty active over there at first base, courtesy running for Jack Meyer. Coach Coppervig and Coach Boer striking that balance well of let's go after this. Let's make sure that we go after the W and trying to get some kids some opportunities as well. Oh, they got the balk, forced the balk. Well, great job by Anderson.
Yeah, that is a pretty savvy play there by a base runner. That's not easy. You know, if you get and especially against a LaMoure team that is pretty pretty baseball aware. But I tell you what, they're human and they make mistakes. But very well done by Coach Kabravig and the base runner there.
Yeah. Anderson did a nice job of taking off right at the perfect time there, and and all of a sudden everybody around you yells what you need to be doing as a pitcher, right? And it can kind of spook you a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing about that. Nobody knows exactly what a pitcher's going through in that situation unless they've been there themselves. Almost knocked his helmet off when he swung. Pretty good swing. He didn't get cheated on that one, I'll tell you.
Elijah Halverson playing designated hitter this evening. Designated hitting for Wyatt Fott, who's playing first base tonight. Really good luxury to have a kid that's this kind of athlete and has this kind of strength to be able to DH him in a game.
Yeah, it's kind of a best of both worlds kind of thing where you can have a quality player play, like Wyatt, play first, and then, not saying that Wyatt isn't a good hitter. I think that Eli might be a little better. As he takes the 2-2 swing.
Yeah, Halverson goes down here on strikes, and that will end the inning, and we'll move to the top of the fourth inning here. Keep watching on yourliveevent.com.
Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
All right, we are back. And it's the top of the fourth inning. Just a well-played game here so far. Nice start for the Black Stockings. They got to be feeling really good about this. LaMoure's not, they're not handing them these runs. They're really making them earn it. Couple plays, of course, I'm sure they wish they had done better, but we've definitely seen teams give you many more things than this LaMoure team's going to do. Here comes the catcher, Easton Thielges. Like you say, there's really a recurring theme of talking about big kids whenever these LaMoure guys come up.
Big strong cut by that kid. He is, you got to be careful how you throw to this guy. You just don't want to just throw anything up there. You got to make sure that you want to attack the zone, but you don't want to give him something that he's going to put right into the fence either. Good cut. Better pitch.
Really good pitch. Really good. I really like it. This is just, good on good. Carson's, his strength is throwing hard, and these batters want to let it rip, and they're both just throwing their best out there. Fun to see. And so far Carson's kind of doing about as good as you could do.
Yeah, he's holding his own, and I really love this situation for him.
Ball hit well. Myron has it measured. Myron looks really comfortable out there catching that.
Got a solid outfield. And I think that, they started off a little rough, the first few games, but I think that a lot of these kids don't play spring ball, so, getting back together and getting the band back together and, playing together again, it doesn't happen magically right away. And you can tell that Coach Kabravig and Coach Boer, coach them up pretty hard.
Yeah, definitely seen improvements since the beginning of the year, and then really with each game. So first baseman Crosby Shockman batting here for LaMoure. Looks like he kind of lives by the old school back elbow up theory there a little bit. He has that back elbow way up there. It was always a popular teach or yell back in the day. walking around to the different levels today of the 9U, 10U, 11U, 12U, you can hear that yelled out a few different times.
Yeah, some of the older guys, even some of the newer guys, they just that's their belief, and maybe it works for them. Good play by Colton. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's 15, so there's still going to be, no, it's not completely refined or anything like that, but you just see something there with Colton, right? There's something really smooth with the transition and really quick, and just like I have a feeling our most fun days of watching him at a shortstop are still in front of us.
Oh, without question. I tell you though, and I'm gonna pump up Jack a little bit here, but I still have yet to see a guy, that has gone through this program that makes a transfer like Jack Everson does. It's just an absolute thing of beauty. There is not a day, and I'm going to miss this a little bit here, that I don't just love watching him play the infield. It is absolutely amazing. And I think that Colton Mansky is going to be on his way to doing something like that as well.
There you get the other side a little bit. That's very kind of you to say. Both Gail and I have kids in their last years of Legion this summer, so we kind of want time to just stand still a little bit. As baseball guys, we love watching them, and love watching your son behind home plate, and love watching Jack at short, and just really liking them having fun with their buddies and competing and getting a win. So just like every parent here, all the parents are. It's starting to get up. Each level's a little more fun to watch. It seems like, But boy, if I had any advice to any parent out there, just enjoy the heck out of whatever level they're at. You just never know, right?
Yeah, you're never gonna, it's never gonna be what it was, a year ago, 2 years ago. It's not gonna be like that. That's what you hope. But at some point, and it's funny because you think, God, I just want him to keep doing it. It's not that way, unfortunately. So, but what I am going to do is I'm going to enjoy the heck out of watching, when Grayson's done, I'm going to enjoy watching these guys grow and improve. And that's where I am here. And I really just enjoy Casselton baseball as much as anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, it's funny, just like, just don't overthink it, right? We just want to just show up and have relationships with the kids and watch them get better. It's really a lot of fun. It's a joy, and it's something that we're really grateful to be able to do.
I feel like we're watching a Legion game right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
These kids are big.
This is a really nice visit here by Coach Boer. We'll take this opportunity to take a 30-second break. Keep watching on yourliveevent.com.
Fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Welcome back. Just in time here for the next pitch. Got 2 outs, guys on first and second. And we have the lefty here, number 28, Easton. Or I'm sorry, no. Who do we got here? Number 18, Thomas Waldy, the shortstop. It's kind of fun. What we've talked about in the past here is sometimes you'll see at this level, you just kind of put the biggest guy with the biggest arm at shortstop because you want someone that can get it across the diamond. And what can end up happening is you almost kind of unintentionally weed out some of your best future shortstops. So it's fun to see LaMoure having this guy that's a not as big athletic guy. Or he's a very athletic guy, but maybe not as big.
Your Black Stockings are still leading 3-0.
This really, like you said, really fun game. Feels like a high school game. Feels like a Legion game. But just a high-level 15-year-old game. And we encourage you to keep watching it here on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Welcome back. Well, we just got treated here. Nicolette Verkota and Ryan Bussey, two absolute stalwart families for Central Cass and Casselton baseball and everyone. They just do so much for the community. And tonight they did a lot where they brought up some ice cream from Alex the Ice Cream Man for us in a little baseball helmet. That's a reason to come up on in itself, right?
100%.
Like if I'm sitting at home and thinking, all right, we think we're on. We're not 100% sure here. We're having we're gonna have some people check here for us to see if we are. Nice play. Nice. That's the shortstop we were just talking about with Thomas Waldy. Athletic kid. Really fun to see LaMoure see that future in him and get him out there. And I have a feeling he's going to be a special one to watch here for the next few years. All right, we are on. They, we had a little power surge there or something. The power went out for a minute, so apologies if that messed up the stream for a little bit there. But Gail Lewis did confirm we are back on, and excited to be back on. It's coming down pretty good. We are lucky to be in the booth right now, right, Gail?
Absolutely. But I will say, though, that this turf is saving us, because if it weren't turf, we'd probably be having to be taking a break here for just a little while.
There's no question. And if this happens for much longer, we'd be taking the break for a long time. We talked about the first 4 years we ran this tournament. The 3 of the 4 years, the big field rained out. And, we're pretty lucky to be able to play through that stuff. We had quite a bit of rain this morning while we're playing and able to just play on through. It is amazing in these tournaments, even on the dirt fields, on the fields down at the reservoir, you play on them all day, they get pretty dry. Get that checked up a little bit. Boy, kudos to Connor Lorenz, hustled the entire way there, made it a close play, and it really shouldn't have been. Nice job by him. But a quick half inning there in the rain as we'll move to the top of the 5th inning. Black Stockings hold on to the 3-0 lead. Keep watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
We are back, and umpires and coaches talking a little bit about what their rain looks like. I'm sure everybody wants to keep playing as much as possible. I know we want to keep watching and keep talking about it and keep eating this ice cream that they brought up here from Alex the Ice Cream Man. Alex is a great young man from Casselton who runs a little ice cream shop for us, and he does it underneath the stands here at Valley Process Technology Field, and shows up for special events. And he's we could not be more grateful for him and his mom Jackie, who runs a pizza ranch here in town. Very friendly, very generous, very helpful to the organization. good job so far handling the weather by both teams, I would say, especially the defenses, which a lot of times you think the defenses can almost be more affected by it. The pitcher can slip, on the mound and do all that. And so far it's been pretty good. Kales went silent because he does have that ice cream, so we're not hearing a whole lot from him anymore, but
probably a good thing.
These, I think the best part about these is they come in a red baseball helmet, right? Like these, like the baseball helmets we used to have when we were growing up. And, when you collect all the different MLB teams, now this one's this little shout out to Casselton Baseball, little red Casselton Baseball helmet.
I think I'm going to get a little black letters, a little black C, and I'm going to put on the front of it. And
great idea. That's a great
keep
idea.
it.
All right, here comes your guy with the pink shoes, Zach Paul, the right fielder.
Tell you what, my theory is if you look good, you feel good, you play good. That's a philosophy of mine. I mean,
well, that explains why you're an Oregon Duck football fan.
that could quite possibly be the reason. Speaking of the Oregon Ducks, these jerseys look a lot like the Ducks.
Yeah,
with the numbers, with the big letters or the big numbers on the back.
Really do. Being a Duck would be pretty handy right now in the rain here. Black Stockings sitting with one out. Guy in first base here, as that brings the LaMoure A's back to the top of the order with the center fielder Maddox DeVries.
Looks like they're going to try and continue to play through this and try to just weather the storm here a little bit. And let's see what we got. I'm going to pull up the radar here and see what we got.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of is a couple years ago.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
We were playing against LaMoure and downpour, and you do the customary thing back when we had the dirt field where you hurry up and you get the tarp out there, and the LaMoure kids were out there just as fast as the Casselton kids, and they all just kind of did it together. One of those kind of unmanufactured special moments that was two teams helping each other out. That was pretty cool.
That was absolutely amazing. Not surprised by the LaMoure guys helping out. That was pre VPT and free turf.
That's right. Yeah,
it looks like we're there's not much. I don't think there's a lot left in here, so I think I may be trying to play this out instead of try to keep us on track for the next game. I think is probably a good idea, unless it starts to get bad again. But we'll see.
Yeah, let it pass through here a little bit. This evening, two more great teams with Casselton Railcats, the 14-year-old team, going to be hosting the Thompson team, which of course is a super solid team with Eli Boer coming out here again. Coach Boer, you think there will be a change made here?
I think he's probably just going to calm him down. I don't think he's going to make a change here. Well, I could be wrong.
So the question is,
but we'll see.
When was the last visit? Was the last visit last inning?
Last inning, yeah.
Okay.
Looks like he's going to stay with him.
Yep, I think that's.
I think sometimes
seems like a good move.
Yeah.
And I guess the tell there was when Coach Boer was coming out, he kind of waved the infielders off. Sometimes it just makes more sense to talk to the guy and maybe talk to the catcher as his closest confidant, and
just make sure that they're both on the same page.
Yep.
Hey, calm them down a little bit. We're good. We're still fine. Got one out. Ground ball away. Right there. That tells me right there that was a good conference.
Yeah.
Starts off with a strike there.
Yeah, right down Broadway there. Oliver Lesko, left fielder. It's kind of funny that.
Yeah, that could be.
That's looks like Coach Kovring's probably going to make a move here.
Yeah.
Not loving the body language.
Nope, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And by body language, when we say that, it's not like he's doing anything negative to the other team. It's not like he's pouting or whatever. He's just like getting pretty anxious out there, right? It kind of seems like he's being a
know,
little hard on himself.
He
now,
knows it.
and,
He knows it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
absolutely.
I think he's more upset with himself, and I think he's God dang it. I hit 2 batters in this inning, and I'm better than that. But you know what, though? That's how it is. He pitched 4 good innings or 3 good innings. I mean, you got everything out of him, and sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yep.
And now you bring in looks to be here
comes Easton Klein.
Yeah, you move
Easton was playing left field.
Yep, you bring Easton in and you send Mitchell out to the outfield.
It'll be interesting to watch to see if that's what is that who's out there? Yep, looks like Mitchell is out there, so you're spot on. So now I have Klein pitching. Looks like everything's going to be the same in the infield, and we are guessing that Mitchell's going to play left field, so it'll just be a straight switch.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting, we mentioned Al Crochet last night, who is a former coach of ours. And right now what he would say if he was coming out here is he'd say, hey, if someone told us that we could start the game in the 5th inning and we'd have a 3-run lead, even with the bases loaded, we'd take that every time, right? Kind of like kind of reset the situation. Like even though they have bases loaded and they have all that, we would take the lead if they would have given us that before the game. So
yeah, that's such an Al thing to say too. The guy just is, I didn't know him when he was younger, but growing up with Colton, and Al around a lot and Gisela, I've got to know them quite well, and I feel like I would have really enjoyed him as a coach when I was growing up, because I feel like he's got so much knowledge, and he's the wisdom and the calmness I feel like would be transferred to the players. It would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, he was our Babe Ruth coach, and so you're talking about him 30 plus years later, and you think of so you think about this, if you're Coach Schaefer, Coach Coppervade, Coach Boer, any of the other ones, you can have quite the long-term impact with these players, and that can be either a positive one or a negative one. So take that seriously, and I know they do. So the catcher, Easton Thielges, back in the batter's box here with the bases loaded. Fun situation for both the pitcher and the hitter. Easton pounding the zone here so far. There's a pop-up. We'll see how this is handled. Can be a little tricky in the rain. Looking up into the raindrops.
Good play by Jack.
Jack Verkota went up and caught that one. So as we mentioned, that was
reminiscent of his brother.
Absolutely, yeah. The old center fielder Carter Verkota, who's umping every game over on Diamond 1 this weekend with Cole Holzer, who's another good former Center Cass and Casselton athlete. And that's what he looked like out in center field.
Yeah, Carter was solid as you could get out there.
Played for a long time, got a lot of playing time for a long time.
Even better kid, though.
Absolutely. Well, that ball's hit well here, so Carson's going to get a chance right away. Is that Carson out there? Looks like they might have moved Myron over to left
Myron's
field.
in left, yeah.
You got one of the runs. And a throw out at third. That was a really bang play at third base. Got that, which is a nice out to get. I think both teams kind of getting something that they want there. You definitely want to get out of the inning if you're the Black Stockings, but if you're LaMoure, you got to feel good about getting a couple of those runs back as well. This one's going to be a good one, and this one's going to be ending really good. Keep watching on yourliveevent.com. I don't think you're going to want to miss it.
every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Casselton Parks and Recreation provides a wide range of programs, activities, and community events throughout the year. From parks, facilities, shelters, and outdoor spaces, they're perfect for gatherings, recreation, and enjoying a peaceful break in nature. Enjoy Cottonwood Golf Course for a fun and challenging round of golf for every skill level. To book a tee time or to find out more about Casselton Parks and Recreation, go online to CasseltonParks.com. That's CasseltonParks.com.
All right, we are back. Welcome back. We'll get our innings updated here. We'll be sitting in the bottom of the 5th inning here, going to the Black Stockings time at bat. Yo, it's been kind of a Vercoda night here. We had Nicolette come up here and with Ryan Bussey and bring us some ice cream, and Jack's done a nice job out there. We talked about Carter Umping. One guy that normally does as many things as anybody could possibly do for this tournament and Casselton baseball in general, and really Casselton Parks and Rec and the community and everything, is Matt Vercoda. And he threw his back out here right before the weekend. So I'm sure it's painful, not only that he has to be home and not helping, but also that he has to be listening to us.
Pretty fishy, I'm going to say, Matt, if you're listening, and I know you are. Seems pretty fishy. No, seriously. A guy that, he does, as much as, he can for, the community and the baseball, as he can. And he's not even here, and he's still helping in ways that he can possibly help. So, Matt, we're grateful. And get well better because
Coming up for the Blackstock.
we miss seeing your face up here.
Jack.
Yeah, and the to-do list is growing. So, when you come back, we got a lot of stuff.
And we're just putting it aside, and it's got Matt Vercoda's name on it. That's the deal there.
That's right. All right, so bottom of the 5th, nice leadoff hit there to start the inning, and that brings up Jack Vercoda. Kind of bunts through the first strike there. So down quickly in the count. Carson Mitchell, really nice outing for him. Pitched about as well as I think I got to imagine Coach Coppervig and Coach Boer are about as happy as they could be with that start.
Yep.
And then comes and he starts out this inning with the bat, right? And so on first base, no outs. Jack Vercoda as kind of the second leadoff up here, and your big three on deck. Really big if you can.
That's a nice hit by Jack.
Nice hit by Vercoda. He's really solid here. Now we have first and second, nobody out, and your top 3 hitters coming up. Colton Mansky, the shortstop, leading off.
Yeah, we'll see how far this takes us with Colton, Keegan, and Jack coming up here.
We just got handed the Thompson lineup for the next game. Thompson Ogres, does that look right? That's what they call themselves. That's a interesting team by Mr. Ryan Strandy. Great young coach.
Another team that's coached about as well as you can be.
Absolutely.
Another standard.
Absolutely.
They between them and LaMoure, how many state championships have they competed in against each other? That tells you right there.
Yeah, speaking of like the Babe Ruth State and Watford City and LaMoure and Strandy and all this stuff, we one of the state tournament runs that Casselton had, they got second quite a few years ago, and that was up in Watford City. And the team that eventually won it was Thompson, and Thompson had many, many good teams that hadn't quite got over the hump, and it was a Ryan Strandy. He was one of the players on the team where they really didn't expect to do it that year, and that was the year that they broke through and won it. So you just never know. Just never know.
And quite honestly, I don't think they've looked back.
Yeah, Yeah, isn't that the truth? Yeah, they've been really solid across the board since. And now we got a 4-2 lead here. The Black Stockings. Mansky does what you kind of expect Mansky to do there. And here comes Keegan Broughton. It doesn't get any easier. Little ground ball to the pitcher.
Good play.
That is a big out, and LaMoure's happy about that one.
Yeah, that was a. You looked that runner. You looked those runners back. Took the play at first, the right play. Now you got Jack Meyer coming up. Still doesn't get any easier.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. The catcher and 3-hitter, Jack Meyer, stepping in with 2 guys in scoring position and only 1 out. Good situation here. Even, and there you go. Verkota scores. Boy, you got to love getting both of those runs back. You know, if the inning ended right now, I think everyone would take it from the Casselton Black Stockings side here. You know, you lose some momentum there. But you think about that throw out there to end the inning at third base. I can kind of start to bring some momentum back to you. But really, kudos to Mitchell leading off the inning, and then Verkota with a great hit up the middle. Really sets up your guys at the top of the lineup that they just typically are going to do this. So
yeah, and Mitchell
nice
could have.
job.
Yeah, I agree. And Mitchell could have just pouted.
No question.
Kept his head up.
No question.
You know, a lot of guys will get down on themselves, and I'm sure Carson was, but he's got he goes into the bat and he's got to say I got a bat, and he did it, and good things come because of that.
That's a really, really great point, because we talked a little bit about looked like it. Got a little frustrated with himself, started to show a little bit of body language and doing all that stuff. And, not like I say, not negative towards the other team or anything like that, but just kind of upset with himself. And got himself composed, got in the batter's box, did stuff, focused on what he could control, and hammers that first hit of the inning. And here you go. Now you got both runs back. And just as important as keeping the runs off the board is adding runs on the offensive side.
Without question. And
There's a hard hit up the middle. We'll see how that goes. Nice play by the second baseman, Elber. But once again, the Black Stockings will take that trade all day, every day. They'll give up that out for a run. So nice job of Meyer having a productive out there. Elijah Helverson looking to do some damage here with that first pitch.
I can tell you right now, he does not get cheated when he swings.
No, he really doesn't.
If I did that, I'd throw both hips out and both my knees. And
yeah, we were talking the other day about how it used to surprise us when Sammy Sosa, hurt his ribs sneezing, and now that doesn't shock me at all.
That tends to happen when a guy gets older and does that stuff.
That's right. No sudden movements.
Guy can't stay 15 or 16 forever, contrary to what you guys
what
a guy believes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Head says one thing and your body says another.
Yeah, if I could stay 15 and play Babe Ruth baseball my whole life, I think I'd do that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd argue. I wasn't a great baseball player. I loved playing, but I wasn't extremely.
I bet you looked better than anybody out there.
Absolutely. I mean, nothing else. Well, that was a fairly decent inning for the Black Stockings there to come back and actually added a run to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Give up the 2 runs and come back with 3. Just 2 innings left here with a 4-run lead. Should be a good competitive game. We know that you're never counting LaMoure A's out here. We know this is going to be a good finish, and we recommend that you stick around and watch it here on yourliveevent.com.
Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Grower.
All right, we are back. And Easton Klein is back on the mound. We kind of said this in the heat of the action there, but Jake Myron move over to left field when the pitching change happened there, and in right field is Carson Mitchell. Seems like a good setup there from the coaches. Of course, the coaches know best. They see these guys in practice every day, and they know what they're good at and where they need to fix things. And here comes Russ Arndt. You know, Arndt, that's like you said, that's a LaMoure name, a big lineman that went through NDSU and I think had a pro shot there, and maybe even, boy, I got to be careful here because I might have it incorrect, but maybe a state patrol or something like that. Had that same last name, and boy, looking at the size of these guys, I think NDSU should be keeping their eye on the LaMoure young kids a little bit still. That ball inside and low.
Yeah, here it is. I just pulled it up. Offensive tackle, 6'6", 320. From LaMoure, North Dakota, 2010.
Right. Get right once in a while.
Yep. Let's see here.
Speaking of big old former NDSU offensive linemen, saw the great Nate Safe here today, watching his kids from Kindred playing. He's leads the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in North Dakota, and saw him down there, and he saw all the rain. And he said, "Boy, I bet you guys are loving this." And not so much, but luckily we were able to play on tonight. Tonight it probably came down the hardest that it has. Here we go. Let's see what Mansky does with this one. Yeah, a little airmail. You know, I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't be surprised if it's still a little slick on the turf there.
Yeah, you could see the water buzzing up as he was picking that up. I think he maybe he might have rushed it just a hair. But yeah. I tell you what, Arndt was running hard there. You can't. We've talked about this a million times. You know, you're gonna get the benefit of the doubt every time if you're running hard versus not running hard at all.
No question. And you know, that's kind of that's a really good example that you're never done getting better and working on things and improving the very small things. You know, when your coach has you doing the dailies and doing all that stuff, I know it can seem monotonous, but like it really does make a difference. You see at the very end there, Colton really went over and fielded that with the opening in his glove towards home plate. Maybe got a little too far in the hole than he needed to. He maybe could have kept the backhand there, and those are the types of things that Colton's going to work on. Colton's going to continue to get better at all that stuff because he's willing to put the time in.
Yeah, I don't. That's a rare error from Colton.
Absolutely. And there's conditions and there's all that stuff, and then just knowing Colton, like he seems to be a kid that's not going to make excuses about the conditions or that either.
That's a good stop by Jack.
Yeah, fun to watch the way that the Black Stockings are trending. We've gotten a chance to call quite a few of their games and watch quite a few of their games, and as you mentioned earlier, they just continue to get better each and every time out.
I like how Jack is got himself under control. His body language is controlled. He's not out of control. He's comfortable. He's blocking balls. He's leading the charge with these pitchers, and that's really what a guy's got to do.
Big number 44, Alan Messina, third baseman up here.
Nice little frame there by Jack, but
yeah,
not quite. I think it came in a little bit low.
Yeah, one thing we notice here up in the box, it's hard to tell up and down, and obviously a better vantage point down there, but it looked like, if anything, that probably was low. And here comes number 18, Thomas Waldy, the talented young shortstop here for LaMoure.
This is exactly the reason that you can never stop playing hard. LaMoure's got something cooking here. And you know that for sure this game is not over until the last out of the bottom of the 7th. You can't ever rest on those laurels with this team.
And there is an advantage of winning and resilient and a good history in your culture. You know, LaMoure expects to come back and win these games, right? You know, and if you're not right there with them, you can kind of expect the other shoe to drop sometimes. So you hope both teams play hard to the end.
Little infield fly rule there.
Whatever it takes. Yeah, but the infield fly rule that Mansky gets the out on. Once again, guys on first and second here. 1 out, 6-2 lead for the Black Stockings. Number 12, is this a, looks like we got a pinch hitter or something coming in here. Chase Elber. And that's for Brooke Elber. Nice job by Fott knocking that thing down, not letting it get past him.
Got the first out, kept the force on. Mike, keep saying Mike, sorry. Wyatt did a nice job, like you said, in knocking that down, not letting it get past. That guy probably saved a run right there.
You're going to get a kick out of this. When I was walking up here right before the game, I saw Mike Fott, the mayor here in Casselton, and he said, hey, just remind Kale that it's Wyatt, not Mike. So it's pretty funny, right on cue. Right on cue. You know what I always tell people, Kale, is I never claim to be smart. Right?
Oh yeah.
So you get what you pay for.
Yeah, that's I'm firmly I'll second that.
All right, here comes your guy, Zach Paul. Shops at the same shoe store as you.
Shields.
Absolutely.
Best retail store in the country.
Good partner of Casselton Baseball as well. Provide discounts to all of our parents this year as we were, kicking off the season. So we're super grateful for them.
Good stop by Jack again. And I'll be honest with you, and I speak from experience with this. Sometimes you get the pitchers that don't pitch a ton, and I don't know if Easton pitches, how much he pitches. Looks like he's doing just fine, but sometimes, a guy doesn't pitch a ton, and it's one of those things where it's not routine. So Jack has done a great job with, whenever I've watched him, just handling all the guys. You can't just you can't just handle the guys that always just throw strikes every time. You just got to handle everybody. So looks like we're going to have
Coming up next, the base is loaded.
another timeout here from Coach Copperbig.
Yeah, Coach Copperbig going to have a quick discussion here, and we'll take a quick break while he does that. Keep watching on yourliveevent.com.
Today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
That's hilarious. We are back here. Bases loaded situation here for LaMoure. Got Colton Mansky coming in to pitch. And that means Connor Lorenz goes over to shortstop. You're in good hands there with him there. You have Carson Mitchell moving to second base. Keegan Broughton stays at third. We'll keep looking around here. Jack Meyer.
I'm assuming Easton.
Catcher.
Guessing Easton went out to
yeah, probably right field is my guess. It looks like Jake Myers in left and Jack Fracota's in center. And my guess, if they're standing how they're going to be playing, that Easton Klein will end up in right field. So good call on that one, Kale. Yeah, they. So we have a local amateur team called the Cass County Catfish. It has a lot of Casselton players on it. I'd say the majority are Casselton players, and there's always been a good LaMoure contingent on that team as well. So really friendly between the two organizations. Of course, both towns love to beat anybody that they're playing, but of course each other. But kind of fun to see there during the break. You see a lot of Casselton guys talking to LaMoure guys, and just there feels like a mutual respect there.
Without question.
Like this move a lot by Coach Coppervade coming in. You're going to go to, obviously Easton's great player, and he did a great job while he's in. We've talked so much about Mansky. Like every once in a while, you just got to kind of go to your guy, right? Go to your guy and see what he does, and he gets him out of the inning there. And we will move to the bottom of the 6th inning, 6-2 lead from your Casselton Black Stockings. Keep watching here on YourLiveEvents.com.
On relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge-Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
We are back here as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-2. We're kind of on a third pitcher, right, for the Black Stockings tonight. But Arndt is still there. He's still pitching here, and it's kind of funny because even though the Black Stockings are in the lead, I don't feel like Arndt has had some super long, rough innings. I think just Black Stockings have really taken advantage of the times they've had people on, and they've been pretty efficient. They've had to earn it. There hasn't been a lot of 3-pitch count or 3-ball counts and all that kind of stuff. So I think by all accounts you have to say that Russ has had a really good start here.
Up from your Black Stockings is number 8, Jake Myrick.
Here comes the left fielder, Jake Myron. Started the game in right field, has moved over since to left field. Really good athlete, as Cale mentioned earlier. So taking advantage of that as you move him over to a place he might get more balls.
He's only got,
but nice play.
He's only got 74 pitches, so he's got quite a bit of usage left. I think that Coach Schaefer has full confidence in him. And at this point, and quite honestly, if I don't know if unless you have a middle reliever, to come in and kind of spell a guy, you don't want to use all your pitchers up. You got to get another game tomorrow. You got to play it smart.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to love the fact if he takes this whole game one way or another, they'll take that, right?
Yep.
Ooh. Hit hard up the middle there by Klein. Arndt took a stab at it, and it almost looked like he looked back at his glove. I couldn't believe that he didn't get that one. Nice job all around by all those guys. And here comes Connor Lorenz to the plate with Klein at first base. So first base, 1 out. And Connor squares around. Little fake bunt steal. Nice stolen base there by Easton Klein. Easton Klein is in the offseason here. He's spending a bunch of time getting better for track, and kind of fun with the multi-sport thing. That obviously helps him here too. And the stuff that he does here helps him in his other sports, and just kind of it's a really positive cycle. Nice swing there by Lorenz, but pitch got past him. Now Arndt is quite a ways ahead in the count here. We'll see if he keeps attacking him, or there you go, another one right up the middle. He's getting his fielding practice for sure.
Yeah.
2 outs, runner heads over to third base. And here comes Carson Mitchell. Started that rally last inning with the hard hit between third and short to start the inning. Now he's got another opportunity here he's got an opportunity here for an RBI with the runner at third base. Ball over his head. You know, really these uniforms that they have, they're kind of T-shirts. They're pretty comfortable to play in, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like a not quite. It's like a quarter button up, if you will. Pretty nice.
That was a close one at first. You know, Mitchell really made that a close play. Off the bat, I would have thought that wasn't going to be close at all, but he just hustled the whole way, made it a great play, or made it a really close play. And now you'll move to the top of the 7th inning. 3 more outs for LaMoure to give a crack at it here with a 6-2 lead from the Black Stockings. Keep watching to see how this goes here on YourLiveEvent.com.
It was now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome to the 130th Annual Norman County Fair, June 24th through 27th, Ada, Minnesota. FFA Day. New this year, Jindo Bingo, the Big Air ATV show in the R&J Broadcasting Grandstand. Plus free music, basketball challenge, Check 6 Veterans Day, Youth Day, Senior Day, racing, the Mooncats, lumberjack shows, and so much more. For the full schedule, visit NormanCountyFair.com. Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 24th through 27th. It's where summer begins and the fun never ends.
We are back here in the top of the 7th inning. The left fielder, Oliver Lesko, leading off. And this is 2-3-4. So if you're LaMoure, you like this order coming up in a very important inning when you're down 4. If you're Coach Copperbig from the Black Stocking side, do you like having Mansky on the mound here? Too, you feel really good about anything that he's going to do. Set up well on the defensive side too. It's Kyle Lorenz, a really sure-handed shortstop. We've seen him play shortstop when Mansky's pitched this year, and he's performed admirably there as well. So it's not like you're really hurt there either. Now comes after the strikeout there, the catcher Easton Thielgis comes to the plate.
It's a nice pitch. A little bit inside, but that's some nice moving on it.
Throwing hard. Seems like he's warming up, and ball's popping that middle a little harder than it was when he first came in.
Yeah, that's
maybe rushing it a little bit. Excited to compete, excited to throw that next pitch, so understandable.
Yeah, there he gets himself under together, a little more calm there, a little more, okay, take a breath.
Kind of interesting. I don't think he was throwing any kind of breaking pitch or whatever, but he has a little bit of arm side run there with his pitch, just kind of naturally, it looks like.
Up next, number 37, Crosby Shockman.
Here comes Crosby Shockman, the big first baseman. Run on first. 1 out with the strikeout from Mansky. Foul ball there, and just a reminder that Excel Energy sponsors our foul balls. Excel Energy is proud to support Casselton baseball and the community spirit that brings everyone together. Excel Energy, making energy work better.
Nice pitch, outside part of the plate. Tough to hit that pitch unless you're almost right on there, but it's a dandy. 1-2 pitch here with one out and a guy on first here. Strikeout would be big here for Colton.
Good hitters. You know, it's so interesting. He's really popping the mid. He's throwing it hard, and you think, like, man, you're so used to if you do this, it's like, boy, if you throw strikes, it's going to be tough. And that's another fun part about playing a good team like this. Is just they're going to hit some good pitches, you know. And if those good pitches happen to get a little too much of the middle of the plate, they're even more likely to hit them.
Yeah, that's a sign of a good batter there. Get to a 1-2 count, and you're like, okay, I gotta choke up a little bit, tighten up a little bit. Push comes to shove. I don't want to overswing here. I'm going to push one to right field, and I don't think you could have, scripted that any better for that on that last at bat.
Nice pitch there. We'll see if Colton can kind of get within himself here to for the rest of this at bat. If he doesn't, I kind of expect the mound visit here coming up. Nice pitch. Comes back with one. Dots that outside corner. If he does that, he's going to be really difficult to hit.
Yeah, that's that tough outside corner pitch. That's tough.
Here we go, payoff pitch, full count. Little low, and there we are with bases loaded.
I think they're going to give him some a little bit of extend a little bit of a. Okay, I think we got this. I mean, and quite honestly, the tying run is coming to the plate now. I don't think. I mean, it's still got forces everywhere.
Yep. Yeah. To go back to the old Al Crochet thing, you'd still rather be you, right?
Yep.
You'd definitely rather be in this situation.
Yep.
Give me the 4-run lead here. I don't care how many guys you have on.
Yeah, there's no
base
question.
Here, but you. This can get hairy in a hurry if we're not focused on just every pitch, just the next pitch.
Yeah, he's. Let's see how he works out of this. I think he's got it in him to do it, but he's got to do it.
That one got that pitch there, maybe on the knees. Once again, we got bases loaded. 4-run game, 1 out. The big Alan Lacina up to bat here for LaMoure.
Yeah, I'm definitely not giving him one right down Broadway for sure. You got to make him. You got to make him work for this. You got to maybe try to get that outside corner pitch again so he doesn't barrel it up. There, he got it.
Nice pitch there. Starting it on the outside and just letting him run out of bat, basically.
Yeah, that's a pretty heady play by Colton there.
Here comes Thomas Waldy, the talented shortstop. Fun kid to watch at shortstop. And here, there isn't an easy spot in either order. You really can't look past any of the batters in either team. Mark of two good teams.
Yeah, when you're solid up and down your lineup, it's which both teams seem to be.
So here we go, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, there's your game.
There it is. There's the ball game. Mansky closes it out. 6-2 win between two perennial powerhouse Babe Ruth programs here, where you got a 6-2 win there for Casselton Black Stockings over the LaMoure A's. That puts them in the championship tomorrow night. The game after this is Casselton Railcats playing Thompson for a chance to play against the Black Stockings in the championship in this 2026 version of the Diamond Days tournament here at Valley Process Technologies Field in Casselton. After break, we're going to go through some awards, and we'll talk about them now. Where first off, the Agassiz Precision Play of the Game, Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Usually we're looking at some kind of stellar defensive play there. And then we're going to move on to the connection of the game, the HTC connection of the game. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. halsteadtel.com. Then last but most certainly not least, we'll be talking about the Enbridge player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. We'll go to break. We will talk through, maybe do a little bit of arm wrestling, and we'll come back with who we think gets the rewards. And keep watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com. Order yours today.
And we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neillsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Hit no and enter.
All right, we are back here. Those were what a good game. You know, we've really been treated to a lot of good games during this whole tournament. So first off, we're going to go through the Agassiz Precision Play of the Game. Your local precision planning dealer, Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. The play we're going to go with was early in the game. Really seemed to set the tone defensively for the Black Stockings.
Yeah, it was that double play that score was 1-0, top of the second inning, excuse me. Carson to that double play, started that double play from, and then to Connor Lorenz to get that 1-4-3 double play. At that point, I tell you, I mean, that was a crucial point. And it was at the beginning of the game, but if they don't get that double play, you're looking at probably multiple runs scored from LaMoure at that point. So, or the threat. So stopping that momentum was big.
All right, so that's our Agassiz play of the game. Next, we will go to the HTC connection of the game. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Usually, we like to do a bigger hit in this game, and if you look at the box score across the game, there LaMoure had broken through, and they gotten a couple runs to make it a 3-2 game. That next half inning was crucial. You had the first two guys get on. You had Mitchell Verkota get on, and then the big hit came after that.
Yeah, Colt Mansky. Quite honestly, I don't know if you got if you want a more important guy up to bat at this point in the juncture of the game. 2-run single. It scores 2 guys on that play. Gets to be a point where it's I think it put us up 4 or 5-2 at that point, and I think we added one on later, maybe another inning or so. But I think that that catapulted that 3-run inning. They got us because we had the two runs that they scored in the prior inning. We came back with 3 or whatever it was. I think 3, right? And I think that he was a big catalyst in that.
Absolutely. So the Enbridge player of the game, Life Takes Energy, Enbridge Energy for Life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. We really liked a lot of things about this kid tonight. It seemed like we were mentioning him constantly. Each of the play of the game, the HTC connection, he's mentioned in all of them. Talk about the player of the game a little bit.
Tonight's Enbridge player of the game we're going to go with Carson Mitchell. He started the game, pitched really well. He was starting to struggle a little bit. They took him out, but he did get the win. Nothing really happened as a result of it. The coaches came in and took care of it, but he really held his composure, through most of that, and he ended up going to the outfield, and then he ended up coming to second base and doing just a little bit of everything that he needed to do tonight. And he really was good in each aspect of the game tonight. So I think our Enbridge player of the game's got to go to Carson Mitchell.
Yeah, you think with Carson, we've watched plenty of their games this year. He's a lot of times he's not starting the first game. You think about in this game, he pitched to start, then he goes to right, then he goes to second base. And if you're a kid that easily kind of lets outside things bother you or maybe get your confidence or whatever, there's no way you're coming into this game like he did. Like, he's coming into this game super confident. He's coming in super aggressive. He pounded the zone all night. We talk about that Agassiz play of the game. It was him that jumped off the mound, grabbed it right away, threw a strike to Connor Lorenz to get that started in the HTC connection. He was the one that started the inning with the hard hit between third and short, and then it was Verkota, and then the big hit after that. And Carson was just all over this game. He had his handprints all over this game. Kudos to him for being ready. So when he did get that opportunity, he just came out there and made the most of it.
That tells you the depth of this Black Stockings team. I think Kabervig and Boer are comfortable kind of going with anybody, and if they and when they do, the guys are just ready to step up, take the bull by the horns, and then whenever their number's called, they're good to go.
Well, that will wrap this game. We're appreciative of you being here. Stay tuned. It won't be too long here. Within 15 minutes to a half hour, we'll have the nightcap here between the Casselton Railcats, which is the 14-year-old team here for Casselton. We'll be hosting your Thompson Tommies, who are a perennial powerhouse, I guess, at basically every level of baseball. So we're looking forward to that. And both those teams have a chance to get into the championship of Diamond Days tomorrow night at 5 p.m. And we would highly recommend that you keep watching here on yourliveevent.com. For Cale Lewis, I'm Brent Deverson. Have a great night and look forward to that next semifinal game.
Always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some
pitches is all he threw. Yeah. And 27, and Mansky went 31. So almost 50 more pitches than he did by himself. Yeah, 4-run loss.
You all right?
No, fancy and everything. How'd it go for Corbin?
Not bad.
Not that bad.
Can I steal your pen there, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna transfer that over. Do you already have a list for them? He said? He said he already gave you a list?
Yes. Right here. Yep. You got a really good memory, it's just really short.
Yeah. I'll keep my comments.
Yeah, right. You can go a lot of different ways on that one.
Yeah. Are we the home team?
Yes.
For this? Okay.
Yep. Oh, got it the wrong way here. Select color. Red.
maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
At Casselton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Casselton Parks and Recreation provides a wide range of programs, activities, and community events throughout the year. From parks, facilities, shelters, and outdoor spaces, they're perfect for gatherings, recreation, and enjoying a peaceful break in nature. Enjoy Cottonwood Golf Course for a fun and challenging round of golf for every skill level. To book a tee time or to find
You could hit that.
On to our starters. For the Ogres, number 28, catcher, Caden Kurz. Number 1, second base, Caden Dennis. Number 29, Kelvin Coley.
Yeah, good evening, baseball fans. Welcome into Casselton Valley Process Technology Field for the final game of the evening here at Casselton Diamond Days. Casselton Railcats taking on the Thompson Ogres. Dave Glennon here along with Kale Lewis in the booth. Happy to bring you this baseball game on yourliveevent.com. Kale, looks like we got the showers through and ready for a sunny sky. Play some ball tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun one tonight. Railcats are playing really well here. Let's see what they can do tonight after that nice win last night. Thompson's going to be a tough foe, but let's see if they're up for the challenge here. Beautiful weather right now, a little windy, but I think this is ideal.
As you said, always a tough foe in the Thompson crowd. They'll get going here with Mark Mickelson, center fielder, stepping into the box against Case Gazowski on the mound for the Railcats. Yeah, we'll maybe run through the lineup here quickly. So the Ogres will lead off with Mark Mickelson in center field, R.J. Anderson playing third, Jack Krogstad out in right field, batting third, Grady Loyland plays short, Eli Schumacher playing at first, batting fifth, Hudson Goldaddy on the mound, batting sixth, Lawson Gibson in center field, batting seventh, Calvin Colding DHing, and Caden Pennis will play second base. That'll be Thompson. We'll get to the Railcats as we get a minute here between first pitch from Case Gazowski into Mark Mickelson. Starts him off with a strike on the outside corner. That one behind him there. Well, evens count at 1-1. Got Grayson Zeman doing the receiving tonight for Case.
Heard nothing but good things about him from the coaching staff. He's been he's kind of stepped up the last couple of games here and has done a nice job at behind the dish.
Catches the outside corner from Kozowski. Moving the count to 1-2. One-two delivery from Kozowski. And good job by Mickelson hanging there. Fouls that one off. Again, the 1-2 to the leadoff batter, Mark Mickelson, Case Kozowski. Takes that one up a little bit. Railcats got Easton Lip over there at third, Talon Sinner at short, Jack Lennon playing second, and Mason Broden round out the infield. So 2-2 coming here to Mark Mickelson. Just a little up and out. Moving the count full.
Tell you what, these Thompson Ogre players, they're pretty disciplined. I mean, a lot of guys would chase that because that was a pitch that would look like it was in the zone, and he hung tight on it.
And that one was in the zone, fouls it back. Boy, good at bat put together by Mickelson, as you said. Pretty disciplined at the plate and hanging alive on a pitch he doesn't like. So full count coming from Skowski. And Case gets him to swing. Nice job by Lewis, feeling the position and making a good throw down to first to retire Mickelson. One away.
That was a nice little play there by Grayson Zeman. He swung and he missed it as far as catching it, but it hit I think it hit his foot or hit the ump's foot. Turned around, he just calmly threw the guy out first. Didn't panic and made the out.
Yeah, you talked about it there. He's really improved the game, I'd say, in the last couple of weeks, keeping the ball in front of him. Kozowski misses outside to R.J. Anderson, the third baseman for the Ogres here. One ball count from Kozowski, coming to R.J. Anderson. Little chopper from Jack Glennon makes the throw over to Broden for the stretch. 4-3 put out, retires Anderson. So 2 away here. Number 3 batter, Jack Krogstad, the right fielder, stepping into the box against Case Kozowski and the Railcats. Railcats get to their outfield quickly. We got Kennedy and Caden Kennedy out in left, Crosby Tripke in center, and Joe Kappas in right as Krogstad takes curveball strike one from Kozowski.
Pretty solid outfield, I would say. feel like I haven't watched a ton of Real Cat games, but I feel like that just knowing those kids who they are, I think it's a fairly solid outfield along with the infield as well. I think that you take Case Kozlowski out of shortstop, and I think you're still able to fill it with a quality player.
A little chopper to the right side of the field, and Krogstad's going to beat that out. That's just kind of no man's land there, and a good job of getting down the line by Krogstad. We'll give him an infield hit for that.
You betcha. Yeah, I think you unless you're absolutely playing for a swinging bunt, which nobody is, that's going to be a tough one every single time. Like you said, no man's land on that one.
Yeah, so the Ogres will get their first runner here with Krogstad at first. Grady Loyland will step into the box, shortstop. Kozlowski working from the stretch. There's first pitch, and he sneaks by Zeman. Krogstad down to second.
Yeah, that one was just out of his reach. He's not. I tell you what, he looked like he moved a nice laterally to the outside. I think that was just too far for him to get out, which caused a wild pitch there to move up on the bases.
Yeah, so the Ogres with Krogstad into scoring position. 2 away for the Real Cats here. Top of 1. Pitch a little low from Kozlowski, moving the count. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 away, top of 1. Two-0 pitch from Kozlowski, missing outside Zeman though. Quick over to hop that one, keep it in front. 3 balls, no strikes. I think you want to be a little careful here with number 4 hitter in Loyland.
Yeah, you 3-0 pitch. I think you're probably just going to throw it and be as more of a formality to get him on base.
Because I was coming back with paint the outside corner there, move it 3-1. So.
Yeah, and I think he was taken all the way on that pitch anyway, but still, you really want to be careful.
Yep, I'd agree with you on the take there. Coming up a little bit. So 5-pitch walk to number 4 batter Grady Loyland. 2 away still, top 1. Left-handed hitting Eli Schumacher, first baseman, steps in. We're number 9 for the Ogres.
I don't mind that walk there. Puts force on.
And Kozlowski comes back. Get that first pitch strike on the outside corner. Nice location. So 2 away. Runners at first and second. And Schumacher fouls one away. So quickly 0-2 here. Eli Schumacher.
This is where good hitters are showcase their, how really good or not good they are, because, easily just swing at anything to get it off their plate.
And there's strike 3.
Good pitch by Case.
Just does just that. Locates that low and away, and we'll be back for the bottom of first here on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us, and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome back here to Casselton. Railcats taking on Thompson Ogres and Crosby Tripkey getting things started off for the Railcats. Strike one from Hudson Goldaddy, left-handed Thompson pitcher today. Tripkey swings through that one. Quickly 0-2 from Goldaddy. Works pretty quick. Here's the 0-2 to Tripkey. Catches at the outside corner and 3 pitches. Retires Crosby Tripkey, sorry. And that'll bring up Case Kozowski here, the pitcher for the Railcats.
Yeah, he got every ounce out of that swing here. I think he's got to just be, swing with it himself, not try to. I think they need to start something off here. I think we're getting a lot of swings here, which is fine. But I think if you're,
and Goldaddy comes right back with a fastball.
Yeah, not much you can do about that.
No, right at the knees and on the inner half. That's a tough pitch to do anything with for a right-handed guy.
Yeah, it certainly is.
So quickly 0-2 to Kozowski as Goldaddy winds. And another 3-pitch strikeout. Goldaddy sharp here in the early going. 2 up, 2 down for the Railcats. Bottom of 1. Bring up Talon Sinner, shortstop tonight. Talon been seeing the ball pretty well, putting some good swings on it. We'll see what he can do against Goldaddy, who's been working quick. Fouls that one off. Kind of an excuse me swing there.
Yeah, it certainly was. I think testing the water sometimes, where's the velocity coming here, and it's sometimes guys just do it their own way.
Here's the 0-1 from Goldaddy into Talon Center. That's his first ball. Misses off the outside edge. So 1-1.
Now that's what this is going to take. Is they're going to have to watch those pitches and making sure that they're swinging at strikes, swinging at good pitches. Yeah, that's. Talon's doing it right here. He's making him work. After those 3 or 2 quick at bats previously, I think Talon coming back here and making him earn this one is going to be a key here. See what he can pull off here in this at bat.
Yep, 2-1 from Goldaddy coming into Talon. Sinner takes that one off the edge. As I said, good discipline there from Talon Sinner. So it's 3-1 with 2 away. Bottom 1, no score. Talon was taking the whole way there. Squared around the bunt, and he wanted to see that pitch. So we get full count coming.
Tighten up. Cover that last pitch up, and we'll.
And 3 up, 3 down. Goldaddy gets Sinner to swing through strike 3, and we'll be back in a minute with onyourliveevent.com.
At the same time, insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
At Casselton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
And we're back here in Casselton. No score between the Railcats and the Thompson Ogres. Ogres will get the top of 2 started off here with Hudson Goldaddy, Lawson Gibson, and Kevin Coling. Kozowski with his last warm-up toss here and get things going here, top of 2.
I think Case is on a bit of a pinch count tonight. He pitched a healthy amount again on Monday of last week against a Blackstocking. So I think it's key that he try to minimize his pitches and try to get ahead. Working ahead is going to be important for him in the Railcats tonight.
Yep. Here's the first pitch to Gold Daddy. Up a little bit. So Hudson Gold Daddy, the pitcher for the Tommies in the box here. Left-handed hitting, left-handed throwing pitcher. And Kozowski misses that one low and in, and we're 2-0. A little bit of a roller to Jack Glennon, fields it cleanly across the diamond over to Roden for first out of the second inning.
That's a good play. And I honestly think he maybe kind of bailed out the pitcher on that one. It looked like an inside pitch that he muscled off and could have easily taken that for ball 3. But again, that's how it goes. That's how baseball is played.
Yeah, didn't exactly get the barrel on it. Got a little bit on the handle, I think, on that one.
For sure.
Kozowski now to another left-handed hitter. Lawson Gibson, the center fielder, steps in. Kozowski just misses inside. One away here in the top of 2. A little bit of a chopper, going to run foul there. Even the count at 1-1 to Lawson Gibson, the center fielder for the Thompson Ogres. The ball and a strike here from Case Kozowski, one away, top of 2 and no score. And a little slow roller. Kozowski does a nice job fielding position to retire Gibson. Quickly 2 away. He talked about throwing strikes and being efficient. Kozowski's done that here so far in the top of the second.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's giving them pitches to hit, and I think that's what's they're not easy pitches. So I think that and there he is working ahead. That's big for him right now. That's big for this group.
Yeah, gets first pitch foul ball and strike to the DH tonight. Calvin Coling for the Thompson Ogres. The curveball stays up a little. Ball and a strike with 2 away. No score. Kozowski on the mound for the Railcats. Grayson Zeman doing the catching tonight.
I can tell you right now, for a 14-year-old kid, Zeman moves extremely well side to side. I love watching catchers, and he is doing a phenomenal job playing defense right now. Really looks really good.
Yeah, Kozowski misses upstairs with that one, so we're moving the count 3 balls and a strike with 2 away to the DH for the Ogres. Calvin Coling.
Good pitch. Nice movement. In this day and age, it looks like guys are trying to get a little bit more movement on pitches, as I think a lot of times, hitters are. Boy, that was close.
He just misses outside on that full count pitch. So pretty good battle there with the DH, and Coling earns the walk with 2 away. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Camden Pennis, second baseman for the Thompson team. And Kozowski back to the zone, work strike 1.
I think we're seeing far less, like I was saying, I think far less fastballs, as a lot of the guys, that hit in the winter now in the off season, that's all they do is spend a lot of time in the cage hitting fastball. So I think that's I think a guy gets movement on a pitch, it's a little bit easier to get a guy struck, swinging and missing a little bit more.
Yeah, you're talking about that 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1 pitch from Kozowski, which would not typically be a curveball back in the olden days,
yeah,
if you will.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think that's part of the reason for it.
And I think these kids just have good command, too,
Agreed.
as Pennis grounds a little dibbler to Kozowski, who flips to Broden for the third out. And after 1.5, got no score between the Railcats and the Ogres. Back to Casselton after just a minute on YourLiveEvent.com.
Casselton Parks and Recreation provides a wide range of programs, activities, and community events throughout the year. From parks, facilities, shelters, and outdoor spaces, they're perfect for gatherings, recreation, and enjoying a peaceful break in nature. Enjoy Cottonwood Golf Course for a fun and challenging round of golf for every skill level. To book a tee time or to find out more about Casselton Parks and Recreation, go online to CasseltonParks.com. That's CasseltonParks.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing.
Yeah, welcome back to Casselton here. Moving to the bottom of the second. Railcats will get going with Jack Glennon, the second baseman for the Railcats. Gold Daddy misses down and away. Ball one to Glennon.
Nice little wrestling season for this young man this year. Enjoyed watching him toward the end of the season.
Yeah, Jack spends his winters wrestling and loves baseball in the summer, and moving to 2 balls, no strikes here from Gold Daddy. So good for a pitch he wants to do something with here.
Yeah, it's a hitter's pitch there, and he's still in control here.
2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, good cut.
Yeah, whiffs on that one as Gold Daddy catches the outside corner. 2-2. That one misses outside, moving the count full. So Gold Daddy full count here to Jack Glennon. Top of 2. Bottom of 2. Railcats and Thompson Ogres.
Good hit.
That one over the right fielder. Glennon on his horse, rounded second, looking for third. And he is going to slide in safe at third.
Yeah, that's a big hit for Jack. That's a triple. That's a big hit.
Yeah, had worked the count full, laid off a couple, and Gold Daddy came with something that Jack was able to put a good swing on, and just maybe handcuffed the right fielder a little bit out there.
Yep.
Jack running hard out of the box, ends up third. So that'll bring up left fielder Caden Kennedy. Nobody out here for the Railcats. Looking to get something going, and Kennedy drives a ball to second baseman that'll do its job, and scored Glennon on the fielder's choice.
I tell you what, that's good baseball right there. You know, the hit made sure that it got off his bat, and Glennon didn't run right away, because if he does that, he's going to probably get thrown out at home. He was patient, made him go to first, and the run scored. Very big play for the Railcats.
So Kennedy with fielder's choice, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Easton Lip. Railcats on the board with the first run here. Gold Daddy working pretty quickly into Easton Lip, fouls one off. Quickly ahead of Lip, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Gold Daddy to Easton Lip. Yeah, solid piece of hitting by Easton. Just barreling a 0-2 fastball right up the middle.
Yep. I think the last 3 guys that have hit have put nice good cuts on their pitches. Patience, and I think that they're waiting for that pitch that they like. They're not chasing, which is it's humongous, because you're not hitting or swinging at bad pitches.
Yeah, bring up first baseman Mason Broden with Lip down at first for the Railcats, 1 away. 1 run in here in the bottom of 2. Gold Daddy comes set, and 0-1 to Broden. Oh, sorry, that was the 1-0, and now it's 1-1 from Gold Daddy to Mason Broden. There's strike 2, and Lip steals second. Nice job of base running there from Easton Lip. He Didn't think he had a real huge lead with the left-hander, being a little cautious with his move over there, but got a nice jump and made his way down to second. So
never easy to steal on a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, runner in scoring position again here for the Railcats. Broden watches ball 2 sail by. So 2 balls, 2 strikes coming to Mason Broden with Easton Lip down there at second. Gold Daddy winds, and that one's in the dirt. So Broden doing a nice job this at bat, working that count full. Talked about that, seeing a lot of pitches here in the bottom of the second for the Railcats.
Yeah, this has been a little bit different inning for Gold Daddy here. He's seeing a little bit more action, making him throw a few more pitches. Still got the strikeout there, but
did get the strikeout of Broden there. So that's 2 away. Mason Broden's down on strikes here. Bring up the right fielder, Joe Kappas. Lefty-lefty matchup again here, and 2 away for the Railcats. Gold Daddy works ahead. Strike 1 into Kappas. Joe's been kind of swinging a hot bat too. Found a couple base hits the other night.
It's always good to get that kind of production out of the bottom of your lineup.
And that 0-1 pitch misses off the outside of the plate there. It evens the count at 1-1. Easton Lip down there at second, and Kappas in the box facing Gold Daddy. Kappas doing a nice job of hitting. That is trouble. Finds him green. Kappas hustling down to first. He's in there, and here's Lip sliding into home head first and scoring a second run.
Yeah, that's good base running. He could have. I think he maybe stalled out a little bit after he crossed third base there, but nonetheless, I think he made a good choice, and I think Coach Stake made a good choice in sending him on that.
Yeah, and Easton, moving on the crack of the bat with 2 away, so that'll bring up the catcher, number 9 hitter Grayson Zeman swings through the first pitch, and Kappas off and running down to second. Throw a little bit up the left field line. So Kappas in running, scoring position running on that first pitch.
Timely hitting for the Railcats here has been huge this inning.
Yeah, we'll see if Zeman can muster something here as he swings through the second one. So 0-2 to Grayson Zeman with 2 away. Bottom of 2 and 2 in for the Railcats here. Gold Daddy comes set.
Good cut. Good at bat, but.
Yep. So the Railcats get a pair here in the bottom of 2. We'll be back in Casselton on yourliveevent.com. 30 seconds.
Traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North. Always true.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Yeah, welcome back to Casselton Valley Process Technology Field. I see the sun coming out here in the top of the third. Railcats have jumped out ahead with a pair of runs there in the bottom of 2, and Case Gazowski will work to the top of the order here to the Thompson Ogres. Mickelson struck out last time at his first plate appearance. Gazowski missing inside with that first pitch. Catches the outside corner from Kozowski, and ball and a strike here to the center fielder, leadoff hitter for the Thompson Ogres, Mark Mickelson. One a little bit low. Zeman again keeping that thing in front, doing a good job even with nobody on. He's active back there.
Yeah, that's regardless if there's guys on or not. I think that's just as important to make sure he keeps it in front of them every time.
Just developing those good habits.
Without question.
Doing that.
And sometimes, if that happens, it's not, holding the pitcher up from keeping going, keeping on a rhythm too, that kind of stuff. That's huge.
Yeah, that's a great point. Here's a 3-1 from Kozowski. Little flare over the first base in foul territory. Broden will put it away.
Nice
Mason
play.
Broden tracks that down and retires the leadoff hitter for the Ogres here. So one away, and the Ogres will send up third baseman R.J. Anderson. Grounded out to second baseman Jack Lennon last at bat. And that one's skied. I think it's Zeman hustling over there.
What an absolute play that was. That's got to be up there right now for the play of the game today.
Zeman with a fabulous. Wow. I did not see it off the bat. I thought it might have been out of play.
Yep, same. I thought there's no way he's getting that, and I thought it was out of play. But wow, what an absolute stud play there.
There's Grayson over there with putting his glove on it, and quickly 2 away here.
Back to work as usual.
For
Good
the
for him.
Railcats.
That tells you a lot about the kid right there.
There's a little nubber over. Kozowski fields position, and Broden flips to him for the third out. And a really quick top of the third here. 3 up, 3 down for the Thompson Ogres here. We'll be back to Casselton in just a minute on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome to the 130th Annual Norman County Fair, June 24th through 27th, Ada, Minnesota. FFA Day. New this year, Jindo Bingo, the Big Air ATV show in the RJ Broadcasting Grandstand. Plus free music, basketball challenge, Check 6 Veterans Day, Youth Day, Senior Day, racing, the Mooncats, lumberjack shows, and so much more. For the full schedule, visit NormanCountyFair.com. Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 24th through 27th. It's where summer begins, the fun never ends.
Yeah, welcome back to Casselton here. Moving quickly in this one as the sun's shining here, and Crosby Tripke squares around to drop a little bunt down from the first pitch from Gold Daddy.
So last inning, the top 3 batters struck out. I'd like to see a little bit more patience out of these guys to see how they can maybe get these get the pitch count up on Gold Daddy a little bit.
Crosby Tripke not heeding your advice here, Kale. He swings swings through that one and it's quickly 0-2, but we'll see if he can battle back here in this at bat.
Yeah,
and
it's
a tough.
It's a tough one, and quite honestly, that's some of these pitches aren't easy to hit either. That just attests to Gold Daddy's ability to throw good pitches too.
Oh, he's got good stuff. He's throwing hard and kind of keeping these guys off balance.
Yep, that's for sure.
Kozowski takes strike 1. Case Kozowski into the box now, doing a nice job on the mound tonight for the Railcats. And Gold Daddy's kind of settled back in here. Quickly ahead on Case Kozowski. 0-2.
He's working quick.
Here's the 0-2 from Gold Daddy. Yeah, runs in on Kozowski. Hops out of the way. Ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here for the Railcats.
I hate to say this, but sometimes you got okay, I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna grin and bear it, and I'm gonna take that one here. And it's easier said than done when I'm sitting up here with the headset on.
Is.
So that's only 2 outs.
That's only 2 there. Thompson catcher in a hurry to get back to the dugout as Kozowski strikes out for a second out here, and Talon Sinner, the shortstop, into the box for the Railcats. 2 away, bottom of third. 2 runs for the Railcats. Center drives one to the shortstop, sits on that. Strong throw across the diamond to retire Center here. So 3 up, 3 down for the Railcats in the bottom of third. Back to Casselton in just a minute on yourliveevent.com.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com.
Order yours today, and we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back to Casselton here, moving right along, top of 4. Railcats got 2 in the bottom of the second, and they're currently up 2-0 over the Thompson Ogres. Thompson will start off this 4th inning with Grady Loyland, the shortstop for the Thompson team tonight. Zowski.
That's a good play by that center fielder.
Crosby Tripke on his horse there, got a good jump on that ball. I thought it was maybe handled a little bit. It wasn't real crisp.
Yeah,
and,
it looked like it could drop in there, but
yes.
he, like you said, he had a good jump on it and made a nice little play on that ball.
Yeah, so Tripke with the catch there to retire Loyland, start the top of the 4th here, and Kozowski works ahead to the first baseman Eli Schumacher.
Yeah, those are pitchers' best friends there. You make it, you get kids to make good plays like that, and it shortens the batting life on it.
Kozowski got Schumacher to strike out last time to end the first, and ball on a strike. That one misses up. So 2-1 to Eli Schumacher. Looks like the Railcats have a little bit of a shift. See Tripke move over on that left-handed batter, and Kozowski misses inside there. 3 balls and a strike coming to Eli Schumacher.
I think this next pitch is key for Case. I think if he, depending on where he can throw this, if he throws this for a strike, I think he's okay. Yeah, that was a big pitch in my eyes. Just for the longevity to see how long he can stay and keep pitching.
Well, it moves the count back to full there, as you said, instead of giving away the free pass.
Absolutely.
So full count to Schumacher. Kozowski gets him to swinging a high pop fly. Talon Sinner looks like he's camped under it.
Yeah, that's a big pitch. I can't emphasize that enough. Case could have absolutely folded there and just walked him. He didn't. He muscled up, made a really good pitch to get it to full, and then another good pitch to pop him out to Talon. That's a fantastic at bat for Case there.
Yeah, so quickly 2 away, 2 up, 2 down here for the Railcats, and Kozowski working to his counterpart Gold Daddy. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Gold Daddy grounded a second last time. Here's the 0-1, another pop fly. Mason Broden in foul territory.
That's tough.
Can't tackle that. Yeah.
And and that's you got 3 guys surrounding that ball, and all good hustle, by the way, on all 3 of those parts. Kappas, Jack, and Mason. But unfortunately, that's one of those things where it just falls in between 3 of them.
Yeah, so Gold Daddy hanging alive here with that foul ball. 0-2 from Kozowski.
That's a good
outside
pitch.
Corner right
that's
there.
That's a dandy.
Yeah, another quick inning from the Railcats here. So 3 up, 3 down, bottom of 4, 2-0 Railcats. Coming to the bottom of the 4th, just a minute on yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity.
And we're back here in Casselton. Jack Lennon in the box for the Railcats. Takes ball one up from Gold Daddy.
Jack with an absolute smoke and hit last time in his at bat, and he got that inning started for the Railcats.
And it takes ball two there, low and away. So 2-0 come from Gold Daddy to second baseman Jack Lennon. That one catches the outside corner. Good location from Gold Daddy.
I like his approach. He's not swinging at everything. He's waiting for him to make the pitch that he needs. Yep, there he is again. Another hit.
Thing's
That's a
driven
hit.
to right field, into the corner.
Boys, he's
Glennon
seeing it.
Turning it, running to second, and he'll slump her into second with a stand-up double.
Yeah, attaboy. That's what I like to see is that little showmanship on second. He's a triple, or he is a single and a home run away from the cycle, just so everybody's aware.
Yeah, Jack Lennon doing a nice job getting a good swing on that. And
that was
and
solid.
On his horse down to second. So, again, in scoring position, he got things going in the bottom of second for the Railcats. Kennedy squares to bunt here. Caden Kennedy does just that.
That's an absolute
lays
dandy.
that thing down, and Jack Lennon advancing to third. So, again, Caden Kennedy doing his job here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, that was like a few inches away from being just a single. And possibly, well, I don't think he scores on that, but you just never know how sometimes some teams overreact to stuff like that. So,
yeah. So Glennon at third, and Easton Lip, the third baseman. First pitch swing and a hot shot down to the third baseman, who checks back the runner and makes a strong throw down.
Well, that was I got to say that was an absolutely impressive play. I think it was like he hit the ball so hard. I think the third baseman. I think they were cheating up a little bit in case of they didn't want to let that run in. But boy, that was a great glove and a great throw.
Yeah, R.J. Anderson over there for Thompson doing a fabulous job on that. So 2 away, Mason Broden in, trying to find a way to get Jack Lennon to the plate here. As he watches ball one come from Gold Daddy. Broden last time with the strikeout. Here's a 1-0 from Gold Daddy, and Broden with a good cut at that. Ball and a strike, 2 away here. Railcats trying to keep the inning going here with Jack Lennon at third. Broden watches that one up and away. So 2-1 to Mason Broden, the first baseman for the Railcats. Gold Daddy working from the stretch here. Winds and delivers ball low. So hitter's count here for Mason Broden. 3 balls and a strike with 2 away. Looking to squeeze one across with 2 outs. Broden watches that one catch the outside corner, so counts full.
I tell you what, I like that strategy. He's going to have to see the perfect pitch in order for him to swing. And it was a tough one to hit anyways off the outside corner.
Lets it sail by, and Gold Daddy
Good
comes
pitch.
back with a great pitch. Retire the side there, so 1 run and 1 hit, no runs for the Railcats there in the bottom of fourth. We'll be back to Casselton on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Yeah, we're back here in Casselton. Top of 5, Rail Cats versus Thompson Ogres. Lawson Gibson takes ball 1 from Case Kozowski. That's ball 2 just off the plate from Kozowski here. 2-0 to the center fielder Lawson Gibson. Top of 5, Rail Cats with 2. Kozowski comes back with a big strike there.
Hey, you think about the difference between 3-0 and 2-1. That's a big difference. It's a good pitch.
See what he does here. 2-1. Just a little low. So 3-1 to Gibson here. Gibson grounded out to first base last time. Swings through that. Even to count it full.
I tell you what, Case has made the good pitches when he's needed to.
I'd call those the money pitches that he's making right there, right?
Absolutely.
So full count to Gibson.
That's a good pitch.
And he just misses with that curveball.
Yikes. I could see that go either way, though. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's, it's one of those things where, okay, he calls it a ball, okay. Calls it a strike, okay. I could live with both type of thing. I get it. It's, it's probably on those major league boxes that they put on the TV. It's probably maybe just a hair under that line, if you so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no ABS here, automated balls and strikes. And at this level, as Kozowski keeps Gibson close at first there.
I'd settle for a batter's eye.
Yeah, there you go. Calvin Coley in the DH into the box for Thompson. Lawson Gibson off and running. Nice throw from Grayson Zeman, but Gibson in there ahead of the tag. So he's in scoring position.
Yeah, I think 2 things here. I think, number 1, that ball hit the ground, and Zeman made a great stop to be able to even throw that, and I think it give him another half a step, and I think he's got him. So that's a great play by Grayson there.
Yeah, and Kozowski keeping Gibson close there at second, just stepping off and giving him a look. This is your DH for Thompson. I can't imagine he's bunting here, but takes ball 2 from Kozowski just inside. Broden and Lip playing in at the corners for the Rail Cats. Nobody out. And there's the 2-0 from Kozowski, a little low and away. So 3-0. Again, maybe similar to the first inning, I believe it was. Nothing too good here with first base open, and Kozowski does just that.
And quite honestly, I don't mind that walk. You put the force back on. We got infield fly rule in effect here now. Anything close here. I do like this visit by Coach Broughton. I think we got to settle Case down. Get him back on track. He is just needs a little bit of time.
Yeah, so Coach Logan Broughton out for the visit with the Railcats. Thompson trying to get something going here in the top of 5. They'll come back with the number 9 hitter, Camden Pennis, the second baseman who grounded to first base last time. Kozowski getting a breather, and Broughton talking a little bit of the infield with maybe some strategy off on a bunt or what the play they have on for the infielders.
I think, even if you get a ground ball here and you get a double play out of this, you're giving the guy, you're still got a guy at third, probably, unless they get a ground ball to third and take that out there and keep the force on. There's a lot of things that could happen in this situation. We'll see how this irons out.
Yeah, so nobody away here for the Thompson Ogres here in top of 5. Runners at first and second. Kozowski to the number 9 hitter, Camden Pennis. And a pickoff play as Sinner was moving to cover third. We got the corners in, Easton Lip and Mason Broden right now. Kozowski working from the set. Pennis does score a bunt.
Boy, that's a dandy.
Excellent
Woof.
bunt.
Nobody there.
And nobody home there at first. So Pennis with a infield bunt single. Load him up here with the top of the order coming for Thompson here. Top of the 5th.
Yeah, that was a good bunt, and I think you're moving your guys in and you're going home here. Make sure you keep the force on.
Yeah, we're back to the top of the order for Thompson with Mark Mickelson, the center fielder. And he drives one down the left field line to foul. So long strike for Mickelson down 0-1 here. Nobody out in the bases loaded for Thompson. Top of 5. Kozowski working from the full windup here. Here's the 0-1 to Mickelson. Ground ball to Sinner. Comes home. Zeman makes the force play to get that first out, as you said, Kale.
That was I tell you what, that was textbook. I tell you what, great play by Sinner. I tell you what, this group is a savvy group. I haven't seen a lot of this group yet. I've seen them, maybe this is maybe second or third time, but they're proving to be a little savvy, little group here.
Yeah, so the bases remain loaded, but one away now. For third baseman R.J. Anderson, we saw him make a fabulous play there in the bottom of 4, and Kozowski starts him off with a curveball in there for strike 1.
I can tell you right now, if I think what the Railcats need here is probably, I think they would take a ground ball either way, but I think a strikeout would be absolutely ideal.
Yeah, and Kozowski's working out as he gets Anderson to chase that one on the outer half, and Anderson fouls it away. He's quickly behind 0-2 to Kozowski. Anderson, a little pop-up to first baseman last time. So 0-2 coming to Anderson with one away and bases loaded for Thompson here in the top 5. There's a little pop fly. Broden looks to be under it in foul territory, and he puts it away. So you didn't call that one, but I think the Railcats will take that anyway.
I think that there, outside of a strikeout, is probably the best case scenario.
Yeah, harmless little pop.
Absolutely.
Pop foul to Mason Broden, who snags it. So 2 away here for the Railcats. Thompson still has the bases loaded. Jack Krogstad, the right fielder, in the box. First pitch swinging. Jack Glennon scoops it up over to Broden to retire the side.
That is impressive. Bases loaded, no outs, and they get out of it. That's impressive.
Yeah, so the Railcats battle out of a little pickle there, and no runs across for Thompson. We're at the end of 4.5. Back in Casselton in just a minute on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Casselton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Casselton Parks and Recreation provides a wide range of programs, activities, and community events throughout the year. From parks, facilities, shelters, and outdoor spaces, they're perfect for gatherings, recreation, and enjoying a peaceful break in nature. Enjoy Cottonwood Golf Course for a fun and challenging round of golf for every skill level. To book a tee time or to find out more about Casselton Parks and Recreation, go online to CasseltonParks.com. That's CasseltonParks.com.
Yeah, we're back here in Casselton as the Gold Daddy works. First pitch, Joe Kappas, who fouls it away. Kappas with a single last time at bat over the first baseman's head. Gold Daddy again working quickly. Here's the 0-1 to Kappas. Watches that one off the outside corner of the plate, and 1-1. Okay, I don't know if we've had time to kind of catch our breath and digest what happened there in the top of
oh my goodness,
top of 5, but we're right back here with the Railcats sending up 8-9-1 here.
No rest for the weary, evidently.
Bottom of 5. So 2 balls and a strike to Joe Kappas, the right fielder for the Railcats. Gold Daddy works. Kappas hits that one hard, but a nice play by Eli Schumacher over there at first base for the Thompson crew to take the unassisted put away.
You know, and that's I don't know if you really have. I mean, that's an amazing hit by Joe, but like I told, I've said it all the time, is like, great defense will always win on great offense. So good play by the Thompson first baseman on that one.
And Grayson Zeman first pitch swinging against Gold Daddy.
Nice little swing there. He's got a nice swing. Just waiting for him to connect here.
That one catches the inside corner. It's quickly 0-2 to the catcher, Grayson Zeman. Grayson did strike out last at bat. Looking to put the bat on the ball here. 0-2 from Gold Daddy. Watches that one off the outside edge of the plate.
That's a dangerous pitch. Boy, that's just that. It's hard to explain how deliberate that pitch was.
Gold Daddy looks like he's got great command.
He absolutely does.
Zeman pops the little one up to the second baseman. Camps under that and retires Zeman. But good to see Grayson put the bat on the ball there.
Yep.
A good at bat. He was down 0-2. Watched that first ball, and we're back to the top of the order for the Railcats in Crosby Tripke.
Sometimes that, even if it's an out of pop out, just the contact is enough to maybe get a guy in quite a bit of confidence here.
Tripke,
just like oofed.
Tripke kind of squares a little bit and lays one down third, but rattles foul.
I think he got that bat out just a little early, and his bat was probably but boy, that would have been a fantastic bunt, because I can tell you, I don't think they're getting him. He's a pretty fast kid.
Yeah, you are exactly right. The speed with Crosby, and there's a reason he's batting at the top of the lineup there. Fouls that one away. Good cut by Crosby on that. 0-2 coming here to Tripke with 2 away, bottom of 5. Railcats leading the Thompson Ogres 2-0.
He battling there. I think he did that as more of a oh crap, I've got myself in a pickle here. I got to swing, but he made contact, so he's battling.
Little defensive swing from
absolutely.
Tripke, but he sees another pitch here, and it's again 0-2 in that one.
That is the kiss of death right there from a pitcher.
Catches him pretty square, and Tripke, tough kid, he'll shake that off.
Yeah, he's and honestly, taking it for the team and muscling up, that's huge. I tell you what, get kids down 0-2, 2 outs. Leadoff hitter and he gets hit. That's a big at bat for the Railcats there.
As you said, no pitcher wants that. You're up 0-2 in the count. So Tripke makes his way down to first. Give him just a minute to stretch that one out. And Case Kozowski, who's done a fabulous job on the mound tonight, step into the box for the Railcats. I would suspect you'll see Tripke first pitch running, but he does stay put as Kozowski takes ball 1. So 2 away, bottom of 5. Railcats trying to get something going here with 2 away. As Kozowski swings through that, Tripke makes his way to second in safely with a stolen base.
Boy, he took that pretty quick. He is a fast kid. He runs smooth too. He's like a gazelle.
Yeah, blink of an eye, he's down there second, even with a good throw from the Thompson catcher. So Tripke finds his way into scoring position. A ball and a strike coming to the pitcher, Case Kozowski. Gold Daddy from the set. And Kozowski chases that one just off the outside edge of the plate. So he's going to have to battle here. A ball and 2 strikes with 2 away.
He's really strong with that outside half of the plate pitch. I think it's tough for anybody to hit that.
Yeah, and as you look here, I mean, the second baseman's doing some holding there, and Kozowski just needs to punch that into right field, but he comes back to the inner half and gets Kozowski to swing and miss. So 1 runner on with a hit by pitch for Tripke, but Railcats retired here in the bottom of 5. We'll be back, Casselton, in just a minute on yourliveevent.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Yeah, welcome back to Casselton here. Moving to the top of the 6th as Kozowski wraps up his warm-up tosses here. Really a well-played game so far, Cale.
Yeah, it's been a treat. I tell you what, this has been an absolute, I hate to jinx it, but boy, this has been an absolute treat to watch both these teams go, and it's been a hard-fought battle between both of them.
And Thompson here will send up Grady Oil and the shortstop leading things off. Kozowski works a little low there. First pitch ball. Loyland with the drive to center field that Crosby Tripke got a good break on last at bat. So put the bat on the ball, and Case comes back with an outside corner strike there. So ball and a strike.
I think it'll be a key for Case to work quick here. He's just got to the 70 pitch mark, and I think he's I don't think they'll probably hold him out there much longer, but I think if he can work quick here, I think he'll be in. I think they're in money and the money bank here.
Yeah, he's missed low just a little bit on a couple of these first 2 balls. So 2 and 1 coming to Grady Loyland. And that one also misses low. So 3 and 1. Kozowski's made a lot of tough pitches though, with, behind in the count to work his way back. So we'll see what he can do here. To first batter of the top of 6 for Thompson, and that one does get away from Zeman. So that's ball 4.
I can tell you right now, Case is tired. You almost probably should pull him now, or you start to think about it, because you can tell 3 pitches like that. He's number one. He's overthrowing it, and you can tell he's fatigued. He's never going to see it, because I know Case quite well. He's never going to tell you he's tired, and he is tired. But he's pitched a gem.
Yes, he has. That'll bring up the first baseman, Eli Schumacher, left-handed hitter. And Kozowski just off the plate with that curveball.
Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah. So Loyland down there at first. Nobody out for the Thompson here. And that one does scoot away from Zeman just a little bit. So it's quickly 0-2 to the left-handed hitting Eli Schumacher. Yeah, Kozowski just off the plate there. So maybe had this situation, might have been in the 4th or the 3rd KO. 3-0, coming with first base open, and there's ball 4. So.
Yep, and it looks like they're getting ready to pull him. And I think not a horrible move here if they in fact do that. It looks like they're going to leave him.
We are staying with Case Kozowski here, and he'll face his counterpart, Hudson Goldaddy. Gold Daddy down on strikes in the 4th. So the Railcats looking to get an out here. Nobody out and 2 on for Thompson. Top of 6. Railcats leading 2-0. Kozowski, first pitch as Gold Daddy squares and fouls that one off.
I like that idea. That bunt gets 2 guys in the scoring position. He absolutely will take an out for to sacrifice 2 guys to get into scoring position on this.
Yeah, and the Railcats got Broden now 2/3 of the way up the line. He's playing in, and see what Kozowski does here at ahead 1 strike to Hudson Gold Daddy. Steps off and gives Loyland a look at second. Sinner kind of keeping him honest there. Kozowski delivers outside. Ball and a strike coming to Hudson Gold Daddy, left-handed hitting pitcher. Top of 6 here in Casselton. Kozowski comes set. There's a little
infield fly rule.
Pop fly. Infield fly rule called, and Jack Lennon squeezes it. So that's 1 away.
It's a big play. Yeah, he could have dropped that and it wouldn't have mattered. It's not dead, so runners can advance on their own recognizance. But most times you don't see that since it's in the infield. But it's good he caught it because that's just the way you want to do it. You don't want to drop it on purpose. But I mean, even if he had, it's still been out.
Yeah, and a big first out there for the Railcats as center fielder Hudson Gibson steps in the box, and the steal was on.
I think that would have been. I think it popped out of his glove either way, as it was an outside pitch. But I think that I don't think he gets any. They both got a really good jump. That would have been tough either way to get the guy thrown out there.
Yeah, so it looks like the Railcats are content to get an out here. Infield playing back as Gibson with a base hit up the middle. Shripke gets that one quickly, hits the cutoff man, and the ball actually goes through to Zeman, who snags it and keeps the runner at third. Gibson delivers with a base hit there.
That was a big hit. Timely hit by Gibson there. I think I really do like how Crosby got that ball in extremely fast.
Yeah, so as you suspect, there goes Gibson on his way down to second.
Yeah, you're going to concede that stolen base to try and ensure that they don't try to double steal that.
Yeah, so Calvin Cooling, the DH for Thompson. And the Railcats have pulled the infield in here. As Cooling swings through that fastball from Kozowski. Thompson on the run with 1 here in the top of 6.
I'm at 80. Yeah, he's at 84.
That one behind the batter, Calvin Cooling, the DH for Thompson. Zeman does a nice job to get a glove on that to keep it close and hold the runners. Runners at second and third. 2-1 offering coming to Cooling. There's the pitch, and swings through that. So Kozowski digging deep here. 2-2 with 1 away. Number 8 hitting DH for Thompson. And that one sneaks through the legs on Grayson Zeman as the tying run comes to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to shake that off. That's going to happen. Get a strikeout here, you know.
Yeah, Railcats got 1 away. Infield still sitting tight with the runner at third. Full count to Cooling, and he takes ball 4.
Nope. Yep, that's exactly what they wanted to do. Yep, and oh my God, you got to catch that ball. Yeah,
Yeah, ball gets away from Easton Lip there, and run comes in to score. Gibson, a little bit of jockey in there with a runner taking second on ball 4.
Big gamble there, but it worked for Thompson there. I think Lip pulled back on that a little bit. It's one of those things where you gotta make sure you can catch the ball, make sure you keep it in front of you, and that's just a thing that they'll learn. And it happens.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break here and be back to Casselton in a minute. Railcats making a pitching change on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome to the 130th Annual Norman County Fair, June 24th through 27th, Ada, Minnesota. FFA Day. New this year, Jindo Bingo, the big air ATV show in the R&J Broadcasting Grandstand. Plus free music, basketball challenge, Check 6 Veterans Day, Youth Day, Senior Day, racing, the Mooncats, lumberjack shows, and so much more. For the full schedule, visit NormanCountyFair.com. Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 24th through...
Yeah, we're back here in Casselton on YourLiveEvent.com as Railcats make a change. Jack Glennon on the mound now. Kozowski slides over to second. Glennon to face Pennis, the second baseman. And here comes the runner on a suicide squeeze. And the ball was right under Grayson Zeman. Couldn't locate it, though. And the runner scores.
Here's the deal. The Railcats are learning a lot of the good lessons the hard way. And I tell you right now, as much as this is going to, if they don't win this game, and they still got plenty of time here, if they don't win this game, they're going to, kick themselves. But I'll be honest with you, these are lessons that are good for these guys.
And Pennis with a little dribbler. Glennon fields the position, throw to first.
Great play.
Just in time to get Pennis at first. Broden doing a nice job stretching over there.
Great play.
So that's 2 away here in the top of the 6th for the Thompson, bringing the top of the order, and they've got 4 in so far. Mark Mickelson, the center fielder for Thompson here. Top of 6. Nobody on and 2 away. Little fielder's choice last time for Mickelson. So Glennon starts him off with a strike.
Good pitch.
Glennon working from the stretch here. Mickelson takes 0-1, misses outside.
You know, when I look at, and I know I'm kind of probably getting redundant on this, but when I watch Grayson Zeman catch, when pitches are outside, I watch him move laterally, and he's getting square. He's getting over, he's getting lateral, and he's getting square to the ball, and he's knocking it down, keeping the ball in front of him almost every time. That tells me that that's the hard part of catching, is knowing when to do that, and it only gets easier from there on out.
There's a 2-1 delivery that Mickelson swings through. So 2-2 here from Jack Glennon, coming to center fielder for Thompson, Mark Mickelson.
It's a big pitch here from Jack.
Here's the 2-2 curveball, not quite staying in the zone. So full count moving to the center fielder Mickelson with 2 away. Thompson Ogres at 4 at the plate. Railcats looking to get out of here. There's a full offering.
It's a great pitch.
Curveball, I think he got him popped up, and Talon Sinner running over and putting that third out away for the Railcats. But some damage done here from Thompson in the top of the 6th. Railcats will come to the plate just a minute on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's where summer begins, the fun never ends.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com.
Order yours today, and we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
Yeah, we're back here in Casselton, yourliveevent.com. Is Talon Center going to be in the box for the Railcats here?
Number 12, Talon Center.
So Railcats trailing here for the first time tonight. Center takes ball one from Gold Daddy. Center ground to short last time to end the third inning. See what he can do here. Quickly head 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's key that, and I'm a big fan, and I think I've said it numerous times here. I'm a big fan of Talon here leading off this inning, and he's watching some pitches go by, and that's a dandy.
Just a great job of hitting there by Talon.
And
Center
it gets
away by the center fielder Lawson Gibson. Talon actually making a hard turn to third. He is going to test the arm, and that is a great relay throw, but he's up.
Wow. I don't know how to, I don't have words for that play. Wow.
Well, I'll try and recap it. I mean, a great job of hitting by Talon, driving that pitch to center field, and just a fabulous play by Thompson.
I've told Brent a number of times, as good a hitting job as that was, good defense is always going to come out on top, and that's exactly what happened there. You can't fault Talon for that. I'm doing the same thing. I'm sending him. He just got marked down by a guy that just made that relay.
And Glenn with a little dribbler there. And Schumacher does hang on to make the tag there. So quickly 2 up and 2 down now for the Railcats here in the bottom of 6.
I can tell you right now, if I'm Strandy, I can't be comfortable yet, because we've proven tonight that, or I shouldn't say we, I should say the Railcats have proven tonight that they're not going to go away lightly here. They're going to fight for this, and I think that it's proven here.
Keaton Kennedy up for the Railcats. First pitch swing and fouls that one away. Yeah, I still can't get over that play. The center fielder, the ball gets by him, but hits the cutoff man, and the cutoff man makes an absolute rifle of a throw.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Oh, and
another play.
Another solid play there by Thompson. Good stop at third, and Schumacher with the scoop at first to retire the side here for the Railcats. So 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back with the top of 7 in just a minute on yourliveevent.com.
Complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year. Head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright...
We're back here in Casselton as we move to the top of the 7th. Thompson will send Anderson, Krogstad, and Loyland to the plate. 2, 3, 4 hitters. First pitch hits Anderson. He's aboard. So 4-2 Thompson, top of 7. Anderson down there at first now, and that'll bring up Jack Krogstad, the right fielder. Pretty healthy lead over there from Anderson, and he's going first pitch.
Yep, good idea.
Zeman doesn't even toss
Nope. A lot of bad things happen when you throw things when you shouldn't. I think he made a good decision. It's a big boy decision, actually, because that could have gone, when you whip it, could have gone anywhere, including into center field.
Yes, Krogstad takes ball 1. Glennon steps off. And have a little visit with his catcher Zeman here.
Yep.
Maybe just making sure they're on the same page with 100%. Some of the signs and battery that has not necessarily worked together a whole bunch for the Railcats this year, but Zeman's done a great job back there tonight, as you said, and Glennon just wants to be on the same page with him.
That is an absolute mature decision on Jack's part. You just don't see that very often at any level at this part. Make sure he's on time with his guy. That's what he's got to do. And I can tell you, every time when that happens, when you have a catcher meeting or a coach meeting or anything like that, and he comes out and immediately fires a strike, tells me that's what it was about.
Yes, I believe it's 0-2 here to Jack Krogstad. First pitch must have been a strike, and there's ball 1 is Anderson Speedy, though, and he's over to third. So ball and 2 strikes. Thompson threatening here already with nobody out. Top of 7th. 1 and 2 coming to Krogstad. Glennon from the set. And curveball stays up. 2-2. Railcats with the infield in, trying to cut the run, at least give the runner a look and get the out at first if they can. There's a little flare that's going to find some green from Krogstad, and Tripke does a nice job cutting it off and holding him to a single.
Yeah, that's man. You don't obviously want to catch that. Obviously, he just wasn't going to, regardless. But he cut that off to a point where he limited the bases that that Krogstad was going to get on it. It's about as good as you could have played that.
Yeah, and so the Railcats will have force in effect there at second. So 1 away, but that hit by pitch comes around to score for Thompson here in the top of the 7th. They tack on another one. Glennon makes a move to first, keeping Krogstad honest over there. Grady Loyland, the shortstop, into the box for Thompson. A little bit of slide step from Glennon there, and misses up and high.
Wow.
Oh, and that one finds inside of the fair territory. Cut off by Caden Kennedy. Makes a strong throw to third, but not in time to get the runners as they advance. So Grady Loyland with a double down the third base line. And again, I think the Railcats played that pretty well.
Yeah, I agree.
Kennedy, got the ball in as quickly as he could, but the ball just hit in the right place. And
yep.
Thompson threatening here. Second and third with nobody out. Top of 7. 1 run in already. Here's Eli Schumacher, the first baseman. Takes strike 1, outside corner.
Kennedy got that ball and he rifled that in. That was a good throw.
They had a chance there at third.
They
really did.
I don't think that the guy at third thought that it was going to be that close. And I honestly, I think that caught Easton on by surprise a little bit too, but made a good stop because that ball gets away and it could be a run there for him.
So 1-1 coming to Schumacher here. Glennon from the set. In on the hands, Schumacher fouls that one away.
Probably wish he had that swing back. I think he got close to him, and I think he got in defense mode. Probably swung when he shouldn't have.
There's a Glennon ahead here, 1-2 to left-handed hitting first baseman Schumacher. There's a good job by Zeman keeping that curveball in front of him. believe the count's 2-2 here coming to Eli Schumacher.
Oh, that's a balk.
That is a balk.
Not of his own.
Foot got caught maybe in the rubber, and another run in for Thompson here.
And quite honestly, I feel bad for Jack on that because it's, it is a balk, but it's not something that it wasn't a mental error. You know what I mean? Most times that is a mental error, but you got to feel bad for him on that one.
So there's the 2-2 to Schumacher, who fouls that one off to stay alive. Thompson with 2 in here, and Grady Loyland down there at third. Nobody out for the Railcats. 6-2 Thompson here, top of 7. Schumacher staying alive, getting a piece of that one.
Good pitch. Just got a little fall tip, or just got a little pinch of it and fouled it off.
So again, we'll go 2-2 to Schumacher. Glennon from the set. Schumacher skies one. Right fielder Joe Kappas under it and can't make the catch. Tripke back there backing it up, and Anderson will be in at second. Grady Loyland comes in to score, and it's 7-2.
It's a tough play for Kappas out there. As a high ball, wind probably got a little part of that. But I will say that Tripke did an amazing job of backing that up. That is an absolute center fielder's job, and he nailed it.
And here's a pitch, and Hudson Gold Daddy stepping in. Railcats looking for this first out here in the top of the 7th as he swings through the first pitch. Gold Daddy right on that one and fouls it straight back.
See a couple of the haymakers down here at the bottom, down by the Railcat dugout. It's good to see Carver Kozowski here and Bryce Mueller watching the guys. It's I don't think they understand how much that means to these 14-year-olds.
There's the 0-2 to Gold Daddy, who fouls it down the first base line to stay alive. Railcats looking to get an out here in the top 7. 3 in for Thompson already. Glennon from the set. That one misses low. That one sneaks through Zeman's glove there, and Schumacher advances to third. So the count even 2-2.
At this point, Jack's just got to take a break. Just walk around the mound for a second. Just catch your breath. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just take your breath. Just pitch by pitch.
Here's the 2-2 from Glennon. Curveball skied. Mason Broden looks to have a handle on that. Catches in foul territory, and that's one away.
Pop fly, it gets started.
And that'll send up the center fielder Lawson Gibson. He really got things going for Thompson there with that big hit, bottom of the 6th that tied the game.
Yeah, I kind of spiraled downhill on that after that from there on out.
And Glennon holds that one way too long to the backstop. So another run in for Thompson here.
Yeah, here's the deal. It's an 8-2 game here, and however this ends up, the score is not close to being indicative of how this game has been played.
So 1-ball pitch coming to Lawson Gibson. 1 down here in top of 7th. Glennon back in the zone there with a strike that Gibson fouls off. That one up a little bit from Glennon. 2-1 coming to the center fielder, Lawson Gibson. Pretty healthy shift by Caden Kennedy there in left field. As Glennon delivers outside. So 3-1 coming to Gibson. 1 away, top of 7. 4 again so far in for the Thompson Ogres here in the top of the 7th. 8-2. Thompson with the lead over Casselton Railcats.
Good catch.
Strike that catches the outside corner. So back to full with 1 away. And that one misses outside. That's ball 4. So another free pass here for the Thompson. Inning started with a hit by pitch, and Railcats just chasing outs here.
Yep, and unfortunately, that's just part of it, and they're things are kind of unwinding, and I get that. He's got to muscle through it, get his last, maybe turn a double play, get a strikeout, pop out, whatever it is.
Yeah, Thompson sends the DH Calvin Coley to the plate. And there's first pitch stealing. Good throw from Grayson Zeman, but not in time. Tripke on the hop there to back that up and keep Gibson in there at second, but it takes away the force. So 1 away. And 1 ball pitch coming to the DH, Calvin Coley.
Good pitch.
Catches the inside corner there. Even the count at 1. Ball and a strike with 1 away. Glennon from the set. Misses inside on that curveball. Four in for Thompson here in the top of the 7th. Colleen swings through that. 2-2 to the DH for Thompson. Zeman doing a good job keeping it in front, but he can't find it. It's off to the behind the batter there. I think it's tough to see the ball over there sometimes. So that sends Gibson over to third.
Again, good block by Grayson. He just sometimes when it bounces like that, you just don't know where it goes. I think at some point they're going to start using signals with him as far as timetables or even like numbers like 2, 3, and 1, and they'll just associate those with right, left, and back. That comes with time.
And Glennon gives up a free pass there.
They're baiting him again.
Yep.
Yep.
Throw to home.
Got him. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I thought the throw was in time there.
I think that was Jack's intent. I think that he never intended to actually throw the guy out at second. I think they wanted him to run home. And I get that.
So Thompson plates another run here. And again, runner at second with 1 away. 9-2 Thompson. Top of the order coming up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Bottom, number 9 hitter, Camden Pennis. Second baseman for Thompson here. There's a foul ball. Count even at 1. Ball and a strike. Glennon from the stretch, and he hits him. He's hit 2 guys this inning, a couple free passes, and tough when you're putting guys on base.
Yeah, he looks like he's struggling a little bit. And I think at this point it's just becoming, it's gotten in his head right now. I think they maybe just need, at worst, they maybe just need to just go out and have a visit with him and slow him down a little bit.
And we're back to the top of the order for Thompson.
Good pitch.
As Mickelson watches strike 1. There's a pop fly. Looks like Crosby Tripke out in center has got a track on it, and he puts it away for the second out.
Yeah, I like him out there. He there's not a lot that he can't apparently chase down. A good glove and good feet is an absolute golden ticket for a good outfielder.
So Thompson will send the third baseman R.J. Anderson to the plate. He was hit by a pitch last time at bat, and first pitch swinging fouls out one over the Railcats dugout. 2 away here in the top of the 7th, but Thompson's got 5 in to stretch this lead 9-2. Jack Glennon working the 0-1 count here to third baseman R.J. Anderson. That one hits him. So the bases are loaded with 2 away. Assistant coach Logan Broughton maybe taking a little time just with the delivery of some resupply of the baseballs to the umpire. But a dangerous hitter in the third hole here for Thompson with Jack Krogstad coming to the plate. Sharp single last time at bat, center field. With 2 away and the Railcats looking to get out of the inning. Curveball fouled away and not a play. Should tell you that's an Xcel Energy foul ball. Tonight's game brought to you by Xcel Energy, proudly powering communities like Casselton across North Dakota. As Glennon comes set with the 1-1. Krogstad. In on the hands, but it's going to flare over Mason Broden at first. And that's scoring a couple of runs here for Thompson.
That's what call a CNI single or a Texas leaguer. I just jumped right over the top of Mason Broden's head. Just a nickel and dimer. Did everything right there. It's just sometimes you can't beat those. That's part of it.
Yeah, and that's the way the game is played.
That certainly is.
Grady Loyland back in the box now for Thompson. So first and third with 2 away. First pitch strike from Jack as Krogstad will advance down to second, uncontested. That one misses inside from Glennon. Loyland with a double last at bat here and looking to do some damage with 2 away. Hits that curveball hard down third baseline. This one gets by Kennedy and he'll score 2. Loyland rounding third. Second heading to third. Relay not going to be in time. He's in there with a triple. He just put a sting on that ball.
He did. I tell you what, I don't know if, and I think if history serves me correctly, he was the one that hit the bullet down the line on his last at bat.
Yeah, it looks like Railcats making a change here. We'll be back in just a minute. 2 away in the top of the 7th on yourliveevent.com. Thompson with 9 in here in the top of the 7th. Back in just a minute.
Using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
At Casselton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project time.
Yeah, we're back here in Casselton as Easton Lip into pitch for the Railcats. Gets first baseman Eli Schumacher swinging the first pitch. So Railcats just looking to get out of the inning here. 2 away and 9 in for Thompson. Lip from the stretch. Misses that one outside. A ball and a strike. Schumacher with a big hit out to right field last at bat. Thompson's batted around here in the top of the 7th as he takes strike 2 from Easton Lip. Nice location there from Lip on that pitch.
That was a nice pitch there.
Yeah, good miss there from Lip. 2-2. 2 away. (13-2) Thompson here. Schumacher fouls that one away to see another pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lip comes set. Just off the plate. So count a move full. 3-2 with 2 away. Runner at third for Thompson. Here's a payoff pitch and misses up high.
Yeah, it looks like they're batting. They're throwing a 33 in there.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a pinch hitter in for the pitcher, Hudson Goldaddy. That'll be C.J. Stavik. Coming to the plate for Thompson. 2 away here in the top of the 7th, and we got time here from Blue.
I don't think he was done making the change in his book before Easton started to get ready to throw.
I think we're ready now. As I said, C.J. Stavik in the pinch hitter for Thompson. Lip misses just off the plate with that one. First pitch of ball to number 33 for Thompson. Just a little off the plate too, so 2-0 to the pinch hitter for Thompson. As Railcats looking to get back to the dugout and get the bats going.
Good pitch.
There's a good pitch, catching the outside corner. So 2-1. With 2 away here in the top of the 7th, and Thompson's played at 9. Lip delivers just off the plate. There's the 3-1 from Lip, just misses outside. That'll load him up here. Another pinch hitter coming to the plate for Thompson, Garrett Krebs. He'll pinch hit for the center fielder, Lawson Gibson. So bases are loaded with 2 away, and Krebs into the box for Thompson. Lip from the full wind up there and misses low with ball 1. Garrett Krebs pinch hit in here for Thompson here, top of the 7th. 2 away. Lip winds and misses low and away, and Zeman keeps that one in front. 2-0.
Tell you what, Grayson Zeman, he's earning his money tonight.
These innings get to be long for a catcher.
They certainly do.
They really do. Yep. Lip catches the outside corner there to bring the count to 2-1.
Good pitch.
Yep, and Krebs swings through that. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away.
Strikeout would be more than welcomed here, I think.
Yeah, base is full, and Railcats looking to get into the dugout. Lip delivers, and that one just misses away. So we got a full count coming with 2 away. Runners are moving. Here to Lip delivers, and there's strike 3 to end the inning. So a big inning for Thompson, but Railcats coming up out here in the bottom of the 7th. Back in just a minute on yourliveevent.com.
Affordable and efficient. Casselton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Casselton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Casselton Parks and Recreation provides a wide range of programs, activities, and community events throughout the year. From parks, facilities, shelters, and outdoor spaces, they're perfect for gatherings, recreation, and enjoying a peaceful break in nature. Enjoy Cottonwood Golf Course for a fun and challenging round of golf for every skill level. To book a tee time or to find out more about Casselton Parks and Recreation, go online to CasseltonParks.com. That's CasseltonParks.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional.
Yeah, we're back here in Casselton with bottom of 7th coming up. Hayden Morkin into the box for the Railcats. Takes strike 1 from Hudson Goldaddy, still working on a complete game here for Thompson. He winds and delivers. Morkin fouls that one away. Quickly 0-2.
Must have hit him.
Okay. I thought it hit the bat and then fouled down, but Morgan will take first base with a hit by pitch. Luke Helmowski up. Morgan over there at first. Goldaddy misses low with that one. One ball pitch to Helmowski. Cowan even at 1 with Hayden Morgan down there at first and nobody away for the Railcats. Bottom of 7.
Good cut.
Yeah, good cut from Helmowski on that outside fastball. Goldaddy from the set. That one kicks away from the catcher, and Morgan quickly heads up play down there to second. Of course, 13-2 here. Thompson just looking for outs, and they'll try and keep him a little close, but they're looking for the outs. 3 more to end this one. And Helmowski swings through that outside pitch. He has owned that outer half of that plate.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch for anybody to hit.
Left-handed hitting Brody Fingston into pitch hit, so he'll square off with the left-handed throwing Hudson Goldaddy with 1 away. Top of the 7th. Hayden Morgan down there at second for the Railcats. Fingston takes pitch 1 upstairs. Goldaddy still got some pop on that thing.
Yeah, he's snapping that glove pretty good. Yeah, he's that's it's a sign of a kid that's worked on his craft enough where this is nothing new to him.
And Finkstead gets a piece of that and fouls it away. Count even at 1. Here's the wind and inner half. Finks did good cut on that. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brody Finkston. Old Daddy comes set, drops a curveball right in there. Oof. So 2 away for Thompson. Bottom of the 7th. Hayden Morgan at second for the Railcats, and then your batter's Luke Belter. Number 15 for the Railcats. First pitch, good cut at that.
Nice little swing.
And Gold Daddy starting him off with a curveball there. Here's the 0-1 to Belter. Oh, he catches the corner there, as we've talked about it ad nauseum. He's on the outer half.
Yeah, that's what that's the Tom Glavine treatment.
It is.
Where
and there's strike 3 to Belter to put this one in the book. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Back to Casselton to wrap this up. Thompson 13, your Casselton Railcats 2. Back in just a minute on yourliveevent.com.
Service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome to the 130th Annual Norman County Fair, June 24th through 27th, Ada, Minnesota. FFA Day. New this year, Jindo Bingo, the Big Air ATV show in the R&J Broadcasting Grandstand. Plus free music, basketball challenge, Check 6 Veterans Day, Youth Day, Senior Day, racing, the Mooncats, lumberjack shows, and so much more. For the full schedule, visit NormanCountyFair.com. Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 24th through 27th. It's where summer begins. The fun never ends.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com.
Order yours today, and we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank.
Yeah, we're back here in Casselton on yourliveevent.com to wrap this one up. Sort of a tough one for the Railcats. They played a solid game, I'd say, for the first 5.5, 6 innings, and then Thompson just got things rolling there those last two, Kale.
Yeah, I think, as good a team as Thompson is and as well coached as they are, I'm going to tell you right now, the Railcats have nothing to absolutely hang their head about at all. I think what you're seeing now is, and I think they're 14-year-olds, all of them are 14, that are like, we had this, we think we had this, and then we just got steamrolled the last 2 innings. But I will say quite honestly that was not an indicative of how that game was played the first 5 or 6, or 5 innings at least. But, like I said earlier, I said these are good lessons for these kids that are, they're finding out the hard way. They're sad, they're upset, they're mad, whatever. But what you need to do is take away the things away you can take away and you can control. And I think that hopefully the coaches are talking to them about that now.
Yes, Sam Stagg and Logan Broughton out there having a chat with the Railcat boys. As you said, they really played solid for first few innings. They'll come back tomorrow and get LaMoure in the third place game. And Thompson will move on to play the other Casselton team, the Casselton Black Stockings in the championship here tomorrow at Casselton. So we'll take a look at our Enbridge player of the game. Life takes energy, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. As we were talking in the break there, Kale, kind of a unanimous between the two of us.
Yeah, I think so. I think with pitcher, that Gold Daddy from
Hudson Gold Daddy.
Hudson Gold Daddy, from Thompson.
Yeah.
He pitched a complete game. Looks like he had 90 pitches, 64 strikes. That's an extremely efficient. That's 60, 2/3, 1/3. That's always kind of how I look at things. That's a pretty efficient night. And then he at the bat, he didn't have a great night at the bat, but his teammates made up for it. But I think pitching alone, I think he had that one inning where the Black Railcats got 2. But boy, he shut him down after that.
Yeah, he worked quick, he worked efficient, was right around the zone the whole game. So our player of the game from Enbridge, Hudson Gold Daddy for the Thompson Ogres. Our connection to the game from HTC, Discover Local Reliability You Can Trust, Halstead Telephone Company. It's how to connect, halsteadtel.com. And again, this one, I think we probably knew it when we saw it in believe it was the bottom of the 4th as the Railcats were threatened. I think it was a 4-2 game at that point. And Talon Sinner leads off, drives a ball over into right center, gets by the center fielder, and Sinner, no slouch on the base pass, making a hard turn around second. And that connection from Thompson with their outfielder hitting the cutoff man and that throw into third to get Sinner, that's the connection of the game.
Yeah, I think that play right there in and of itself, it was indicative, like, okay, this is what we're dealing with. And there's only one spot that could have been, and then it hit at the right spot. That was an absolute cannon from that center fielder, and you got to give him props. I'm doing the same thing Sam did, or Coach Stig did, and Talent Center did the right thing. You got to go on that, and he just got gunned down. That's how it goes. That's baseball for you.
Yep, great play from Thompson for our connection to the game there. And then our precision play of the game, Agassiz Precision, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. And I guess for precision play of the game, we were going to give one to the Railcats with their strong second inning. I think they got on the board there. Jack Lennon leading off with a 3-bagger to kind of fire things off and get the Railcats rolling in the second.
Yeah, he had an absolute wonderful game at the plate tonight. He 2 big bats, or 2 big, enormous hits. Started off both times. I think it was in the second and the fourth that he had big hits. And on the second inning, they got that 2-run. He started off that 2-run inning in the fourth, or second, and then they went up 2-0 and held the lead for quite some time. But I think that Jack, played the game. Great night at the plate for him.
Yeah, and I might have had those 2 goofed around there.
Oh,
but
sure.
We'll get those.
That's all right.
Precision play of the game and our connection to the game. But
I think
we would give some props around there.
Yep.
And been a lot of fun calling this one with you, Kale.
Yeah, same as you. I was enjoyed it, and hopefully we can do it again soon.
Sounds great. For Kale Lewis here signing off from Casselton, I'm Dave Glennon, and thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com. Catch you next time.